Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Premade Week 1 Rampage of the Risen. I'm Miles David, and here with me is the man of the axe, the master of dark technology himself, Axeman. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing just fine. Thank you for asking me there, Miles, but I always appreciate it. Yeah, we're here for Pre-Made Unstoppable, and it's always a good time casting on Risen here. And I did want to mention we have the matchup coming through for you. It's Viticulture, uh, Cab, I think, or
Yeah,
something like
Viticulture
that.
Cab
Yeah, and then the
versus
Tornado
Giant Tornado.
Terminators. Yeah,
Yeah,
Giant Tornado Terminators. That's
what a
important.
name! What a name,
That
right?
is quite the name. Yeah, GTT. I like that name, but we're looking forward to getting into the match here as soon as possible. We're just waiting on a member or two, and then we'll get that underway. But before we got that started, wanted to come up and talk to you a little bit about the game and talk to a little bit about what we should expect going into today.
Yeah, I mean, it should be an interesting matchup for sure. We've got players on different sides with different picks all around, so maybe it's going to be a clash of styles, which are always, they're super interesting to see, super interesting to watch, and super interesting to cast. And I'm excited, man. It's my first time really casting here at Risen, so thank you for my debut. I already messed something up. It is the Premade Unstoppable, not Premade Rampage. My mistake, but yeah,
Close
we're
enough,
going to move
right?
on. Yeah, close enough, close enough. I mean, can you stop a Rampage? Can you?
No, I don't think so. No,
Yeah,
I think
exactly. There we
you're
go.
pretty well unstoppable at that point. But a couple things we're looking forward to here. For starters, this is going to be a little bit different. If you haven't watched this level of play before in a competitive setting, it's a little different from the pro, semi-pro scene, right?
Mm.
There's a lot different champions, stuff like that. I know up in the top of the LCS, you'll see a lot of the Callista, Felios, and down here in gold platinum level, maybe you'll see some different AD carries, Ash, Varus, things like that. Things that are
Yeah.
a little bit easier to pick up and something that players at this level can have a little bit more success on.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. Comfort over meta for the level that we're on right now, which it's understandable, because these players, you want to be something you're comfortable on, something that you really know how to play, instead of something that, even if it's stronger meta-wise, it might be a liability if you don't know how to play that champ. Like, Aphelios can be a bit complicated to play, for example.
For sure here. And it looks like we started with the pro draft. About halfway through that draft, the bans. Second round of bans starting up here. And yeah, that Tristana going to come through for Viticulture alongside the Leona with that Ash Karma coming through. So some things we had to look forward to here in that pro draft. And yeah, I got it on screen now for you. So Train,
Yeah, there we go.
Train. Train is the culmination of Trundle and Kane. Trundle and Kane here up on the screen here for you for our junglers.
Yeah, I have my notes ready. I have my notes ready for this one, X-Man. Kane is like actually the only jungler that I saw on the op.gg of Panda Fish over on GTT side. The other champions he plays are top laners, so the fact that they didn't decide to ban this Kane actually makes me quite a bit surprised.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's a puzzler there, but The bans that did come through were plentiful here. We got all 10 bands out for you. A lot of
Speaking of
hyper
tornadoes.
scaling taking
Yes.
away there.
Speaking of tornadoes, we got the Yone here. I know their mid laner is a big fan of Yone and Yasuo. On their side, we do have Leona and Tristana, which can be a very deadly combination in the bot lane due to their all-in potential.
Yeah, 100%. It's good to see them get that comfort pick, make the game a lot easier for them. But Shen, gonna be hovered, locked in now for Viticulture.
Yeah,
So,
I noticed that Shen is super popular as a top laner, especially in this level of play. This is all the utility he has. You can make plays with him. It's fun to watch, really.
definitely, he's just a great top laner when you're trying to support some of your carries. So Tristana going to be liking that Shen coming out.
This is a
Galio,
very
too.
protecting Tristana.
Yeah,
She can just go all in all the time. Should be super
Definitely.
fun to watch. Coming in from
Yeah.
Viticulture Cap. BTT, we'll see what they have for last pick. It is going to be Swain. Now, I know their support player plays Swain. I'm not sure if their top laner plays Swain. This might be a Karma top, actually.
yeah, I would think Karma top might be the angle here, and that's Swain going down through to the support. But we're gonna find out as we get into the actual champion select here in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get that started up here for you soon. But I mentioned the Ashe locked in here. Whoever goes down that support position will be going with that Ashe. Ashe picking up in popularity in the last few patches or so, as the pick potential from the champion has been more and more valued. I think as more carry style mid laners make their way back into the meta, you're looking for champions that can lock down single targets, and GTT have done well to draft this champion here into Viticulture Cab, who have just drafted Tristana as a source of damage.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Trundle can possibly do a lot of damage, but he doesn't really have anyone to steal stats from, right? There's not really any tanky members, so to speak, on the side of GTT. So good response from them, at least draft-wise. And I was questioning the Ashe Karma lane a bit, but now that it's Ashe Swain, this is a lot more kill threat.
For sure here, and we'll see who's actually locking in where as we look to the champion select here in the client.
Yeah. I guess we can wait a bit as the teams try to lock in their bans. They're not banning anyone, so we have a bit wait. How was your day so far, Axe? I'll wait
Pretty
for the
good.
Chiefs pick.
I got through with the CB All English stream earlier. That was pretty good. We had some pretty good games there. It's the last week of the regular season, so they're all locked into their playoff spots after tomorrow. So,
That's super interesting. I've been following the
what about
LPL
you?
a lot personally, and
okay,
Valorant
yeah.
too. I've been watching basically Korea VCT and LPL. That's basically my day right now. I'm writing about it.
There you go. Good to see that Aatrox ban. Guess he had to ban something, but
Yeah. Try not to let the countdown pick. We don't really want to waste time here. But yeah, we should be going soon, hopefully. Now, all right. We can talk more about these team comps instead, Ax. What do you think about VC and GTT's team comp as a whole? What do you think their objectives are? What do you think is their goal in order to win this game right now? It is going to be a best of 3, everyone. So first 1 to 2 games wins out. We'll see who gets to take it home. But yeah, what do you think, Axman?
personally, I think GTT have drafted a better team comp. I think it's more well-rounded, has better damage sources, more variety of damage sources as well. I think they have a lot of opportunities to play around the bottom side of the map and win early skirmishes with the base damage that Kane brings to the table in those first several levels, and the clear speed on the champion as well. I think Trundle's going to have a hard time getting off the ground here for VC. He hasn't had a very good time in the meta recently, and I think that the Ashe and either Swain or Karma are going to be able to control this bot side in the early game.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Trundle I've seen have more success when you have like a tank in the top lane, tank in the jungle, which we don't really see as much nowadays, unlike before, when we maybe have an Ornn in the top lane, maybe a Zap in the jungle. Those are the kinds of picks I see Trundle really do well into, but yeah, not really any place to steal stats from. And I do agree with you, having only one real source of damage might hurt VC in the long run.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work out quite the way they're hoping here, but all will be told as we get into the actual game. But just some issues with champion select before we get back in there. Looks like that champ select was canceled out. So we're just waiting on that to go through before we get into the actual game here. And then hopefully
Yeah.
we can get this thing going.
Yeah, we're just having a bit of an issue, guys. Sorry for the delay. Please have a bit of patience with us as we sort through some issues. It's the first week, so sometimes things need to be sorted out as teams and players just get used to the format and how things go to start. And yeah, right now, maybe we should go into a bit of a break. What do you think, Axe?
Sounds good to me, Miles.
All right, producer, take it away. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Premade Unstoppable here in the Risen League. We've got VC versus GTT right now. We can have a rundown of players. My name is Miles, and this is Axeman with me. Why don't you give us a rundown of VC, Axeman?
Over on the blue side, Miles, it's my balls in your balls. Up in the top side, in the jungle position, it's rated R20, and a little bit of action here.
Oh, wait, there's a flash in. Rated R20, and Leona goes for the Zenith Blade, but gun goes for man.
In the mid lane, it's Alpha on Galio down the bot lane. The Law TK takes up Tristana with Leona being cool clone. Back to you, Miles.
Yeah, and meanwhile on the other side, on Giant Tornado Terminators, we got Myopia over there in the top lane with the Swain, Van the Fish on the Kane, Ethan 9,300, which implies that there are more Ethans than him. On the Yone, Gungo Burr on the Ash, and finally Tarantina on the Karma. It should be a fun game. There was some action there in the mid lane. 2 flashes burned for 1. Not really good trade deal, right, Axeman?
I can't believe I get to cast the 9,300 Ethan. What an honor, man. I can't believe
That's true.
But
That's
yeah,
true.
fireworks there in the river break out as a little level 1 trade going on there. Some summoner spells blown, but nothing else. Nobody dying. Top side, that Swain ended up in the top lane with Karma down in the bot. This Swain will be having fun with the Shen up there. That ranged matchup should be going pretty well for the Swain, I would imagine.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we didn't kind of expect Swain to be here in the bot lane, though, right? Decided it's going to be in top lane, and Cool Clone suffering a bit of damage during that trade from the Ash Volley there. There should be a pretty big advantage for the bot lane of GTT, but right now, not much action going on. Junglers are farming up, but they might be meeting up soon for a fight on the Skeletons.
Sounds plausible to me there, Miles, but Ethan with the trade in the mid lane. Alpha not looking too hot on that one.
Ooh, the taunt. My balls manages to get on top of Myopia.
Ooh.
That's a lot of damage.
There's a lot of damage. Myopia, a nice little trade and stacking that passive up as well for some max health. But it's my balls in your balls that wins these trades with that Grasp of the Undying procking.
One day we'll get used to talking about this name. One day.
Oh, yeah. Maybe mid-season, something like that.
Yeah, somewhere around that time we'll stop giggling to ourselves about that name. But yeah, my balls doing pretty well in the top lane against Myopia. What do you think about Swain, by the way, in the current meta? I think he has a really good place.
Yeah, I think Swain is awesome right now. I think it makes a lot of sense. Given the meta, I like that he stacks up the health with his passive. I think that plays really well into a lot of top laners right now who are trying to scale up and get into the side lanes. What you're doing is you're giving Swain an easy time.
Comes a gank in the mid lane. The taunt on to Yone. Tries to get out. He has to flash out of there. Rated R. Gets some success as a gank down there with the pillar trapping him. Not much is going to be done after that.
That's a sick pillar there from rated R20.
That was a really good pillar.
Yeah, it's pillars like that that really validate the pick. My balls and your balls having a rough time top side. As that Swain pick definitely validating itself.
Yeah, no action yet. All these, no action, all these all these action, no kills yet. There. I mixed up my words there for a bit, but there we go. We're back on track. Speaking of back on track, there's a taunt and the pillar. Myopia has to flash out. Will he get the kill though? Rated R taking a few tower shots.
Yeah,
almost getting. Yeah, they almost got taken down right there. Just manages to make it out by the skin of his teeth. I think one more tower shot probably would have killed him.
Terminators laying down the damage. Cool Clone takes a rough trade, but time for a little bit of report card on these jungle picks. It's a 15 CS lead for Van the Fish over rated R20. Rated R20 has had some good ganks, but he's blown only summer spells so far. Hasn't converted on any kills in these ganks, so the Kane really coming out on top in this early game.
Yeah, true. Plus your Kane, your carry jungler, you really kind of want to scale later into the game. We know how really good the scaling on Kane can be and how strong it can be. You think it's going to be red or blue? I'm assuming it's going to be red because of the Conqueror, right?
Oh no, it's gold plat elo, so it's gotta be blue Kane. It's always blue Kane.
Is it always blue Kane?
Yeah, if you're playing Kane in the meta right now, it's because you have an ego. And you don't play red Kane if you have an ego. So.
Alright, here we go. Radar has found Myopia. He's going for the 1v1 auto attack, which just It's just gonna be nothing blown, nothing too bad. He does lose his health and more time wasted for the jungler of VC.
Yeah, rated R20 scared off by the hawk shot there. That's well used by Gun Go Burr to scare off the Trundle.
Imagine if you thought that was an enchanted crystal arrow. Like, oh no.
Oh yeah, tries to dodge it. Yeah.
Yeah, level 4 hacks on the Ashe, but nothing
good
too big yet happening on the map, and both teams haven't even really gained control over the river. The Scuttle Crabs are gone, so maybe the junglers will have a bit of a scuffle there. No one really going for objectives yet at this time. No one going for vision over the dragon, and no one going for deep vision either, so might be just be a bit of a dance here, X-Man.
Not a lot of info on either side here. Those vision scores looking pretty low, but especially in Terminators, the support with a 0 vision score. But we'll see if we can get that up here in the next couple of moments.
Hopefully it does, okay? Some trading, more trading going on in the top lane, and despite Myope going back for items, well, it's my balls and your balls coming up on top of that trade once again. Really have to be wary about that Shen trading potential.
For sure, he's hit level 6 as well, and you got to be pinging this if you're blue side here.
Yeah,
that's an
already
important cooldown.
Yeah, here's the team fight right now. Zenith Blade on to the Yone, but Vanderfish is there. Big ultimate, but the damage is coming through. Sand United manages to get the taunt off onto 2 other members, and in the end, VC will come out on top. Is that a caster curse? I think that's a caster blessing. It happened exactly as you called it. Shen with the Sand United keeping his team alive for the victory for that team fight.
Yeah, you got to make the big play around that ultimate. It's such an important ability and such an important tool for your carries to make use of. And you see the Law TK comes out of that fight almost unscathed. They come out with the Dragon, and they come out with the only kills in this game so far, Miles. It's double kill there. 1 for Alpha and 1 for the Law.
Yeah. And definitely, you want to be able to protect the Shisana, right? If he's your only real damage threat. So a lot of pressure on the shoulders of the Law, but he seems to be handling it quite nicely.
Yeah, I would say so. Got the cleanse on there. This is their hyper carry. The CS lead there as well. So a good start so far for VC.
Yeah, pretty much. Looking to probably extend that gold lead. But Vanderfish, he's not stopping with the invades. He wants to get himself farther and farther ahead. Rated R20 right here, though. Goes for the pillar, but I think Vanderfish will be able to make it out of there. There's no one who can really respond to him right now, but he is getting wrapped upon by Shen. My balls and your balls, not gonna do much about it. Just gonna put down some vision and little else.
My balls and your balls zoning the Kayn off of the objective. Good to see there, but yeah, I think it might be Red Kayn going forward. He's got the Iron Spike Whip. I wouldn't expect Blue Kayn to go for an item like that.
Okay, so the ego isn't too big. Wait, is what you're telling me?
Playing very well so far as well with big CS lead. He doesn't have, I would imagine, we can't tell from Spectator Client, but I don't think he has all that much by the way of dust. I don't think he's got form one way or the other. Or anywhere close to it. He just hasn't been fighting very much, right?
Yeah, true.
That's what it takes there. But he's got a lot of melee targets. I think if he were to go for blue, it'd be a very late transition, or he'd have to be just perma-ganking Tristana, and that's not really an option for him.
Ooh, here we go. Crash and taunt onto the Yone. He ults out and gets out of that very sticky situation. Managed to get out of his life. No flash expended either, so at least Ethan gets out.
Good to see you there, and like to see Ethan get out of trouble and stay out of trouble as well. You don't want to give rated R20 any way back in this game.
Here comes the fight or the blue buff. Oh, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow barely misses. You see Alpha just managed to get out of there too, but here comes a big fight here in the riverside. Umbro Trespass used already onto the jungler. Vanfish has to get it out of there. Ethan immediately goes back to his physical form. And wow, that was a 4v4, but no one died.
No one dies, but critically, Van the Fish gets a little bit of the red dust there, too, right? Gets a little closer to that transformation.
He does get the objective, too, which is the blue buffs. Now, at this point, no objectives really on the map. Something I noticed in this level play, no one's really going for the Rift Herald. No one really playing for the top lane. Everyone just wants to fight in bot side river all the time. And we have an island here between my balls and your balls and Myopia. And my opinion might be actually happy with this. He can scale up and carry eventually in the late game with a lot of damage.
It's difficult for these junglers really to play around those objectives, right? If you're rated R20, you just don't have the map control right now to go for an objective like Rift Herald without considerable help from your laners. And those laners are designed to help your hyper carry down the bot side with Tristana, right? You don't want to use the Galio ultimate, the Shen ultimate, to try to get control over this Rift Herald when then the Fish has control over the objective just inherently through levels, through the CS numbers that they're getting right now. But
rated R here.
Oh yeah, he's in the lane gank.
This is very interesting, but the ward was on the bush, so they see him come up. Gun go Burr and Terminators are wise to the ways of this troll.
Yep. No dice there. Trying to unlock the bot lane for this dragon play. Dragon up now in just about 35 seconds.
Yeah, it probably will be either a Mountain or an Ocean Soul. Those are always the fun ones to play around. The C teams fight over. Which one do you prefer, Axeman, actually? Mountain or Ocean?
I'll take Ocean all day. Yeah, Ocean's good stuff. We like to see that one spawning. But
seen lots of arguments between both, and Vandefish and Myopia here in the top lane. Not really too sure what they're doing. The taunt onto Ethan again. It's back to his physical form, and not much gonna happen. I think. Oh, they did get the Rift Herald, but there's a double taunt onto Myopia. A lot of damage, but will My Balls and Your Balls survive? He is in a 2v1 situation, and he will not. Just gets bursted down, but it's a 1-for-1! Manages to get the kill onto the top laner, but I'm not sure if this tower is long for this world. Meanwhile, the bot lane, the other objective is traded.
Yeah, the dragon going over there. 2 rated R20. Getting another dragon for his team. He's been behind in the CS and behind in kills as well, but he continues to get these objectives for his team. So, you know, who's to say who's really doing better in the jungle position right now? I would still say it's Van. I mean, he's just scaling better, right?
Oh wait, rated R might be in trouble here. The pillar goes, bringing the Ashe closer. Not sure you really want that, so he has to get out of there immediately. The top lane tower did go down though, which does give better map control to the side. Wait, the ultimate comes in onto the mid laner. AGC Alpha is in trouble. 2 people onto him. He just stunned up. The Stand United will keep him alive. They flash away. Manages to dodge the Shen taunt. That might be the end of that. Ethan tries to go in. Goes for the flash ult on Myopia. Flash never moved, rather, but doesn't get anyone. More flashes expended, and nothing happens in the mid lane.
Yeah, the ultimate coming through there from My Balls and Your Balls. Maybe a little bit greedy. I don't think Alpha needed the shield necessarily. I don't think they could go for the turn play on that either, but they are going to use that cooldown to protect their Galio there in the mid lane. That feels a little bad if you're looking for a play here for the Law and for Cool Clone down bot side. That's a big cooldown you could have used to your advantage, but I'm not sure the Shen could have left that lane long enough to go bot anyway.
Sure. Myopia is still a bit down in the level department. He did earn a kill through a 2v1, so not too surprising. Was forced out of lane 2 times, and Cool Clone, he's a bit stuck in enemy territory, but here the Solar Flare comes in. Vandefish in a bit of trouble. That's a lot of damage. The teleport comes in. From My Balls, Your Balls on the Shen. Spirit Refuge goes down. Ethan, they're going to go into on this. The taunt on to everyone right now, but no one's gonna just make it. One dies. AGC Alpha is in a lot of trouble. He is surrounded by 10 people, and somehow, some way, the team fight goes the way of GTT right now. Only rated R lives through that. What a chaotic battle.
Yeah, that was quite the fight there, Miles, but it was really Vandefish that did it for me in that fight. He's transformed into Rost. He's in that red cane form now, and utilizing the ultimate, dropping so much damage on the enemy team with that Q, who I think hit like 3 or 4 enemy champions before dropping that ult into the Law TK. It was just a really good play there from Vandefish.
Yeah, plus he already has his Gore Drinker online, so you can just free to dive in 1v5 and immediately get a lot of value out of that. Tower is in danger of going down here on the blue side, and well, GTT, they have control of this game right now. They have the gold lead, they have everything they need to possibly get more advantages for themselves, but I don't think VC is out of this just quite yet. They'll have a chance, and the Law is scaling.
sure is there. Got some pretty good CS numbers there, too. So mid laner's really stacking up the CS so far. Here's rated R20 topside. He's got the double buffs.
Myopia, he's in a lot of trouble here. The pillar comes down. I think he's a dead man walking right here to shut down on to rated R. Damage dealer online at least. Possibly gonna finish his mythic right now with that kill. It's a lot of kill. Wait, a lot of damage. Kuklone, he's in trouble though. Caught trying to go for a deep ward. 4v1, he's not getting out of there. Kuklone's absolutely dead. I think they want to give the kill over to the Ashe. Haha gun. Haha gun go burr. Definitely gonna be happy picking that one up. And it's 1 minute till the dragon time, so not too bad of a death.
Yeah, the damage reduction there from Daybreak on the Leona is pretty nuts.
Very balanced.
You can see even just with Gun Go Burr standing there shooting him over and over again, it still took Kuklone a while to go down, but Leona is so much damage
Another gank
reduction.
here. Taunt, double taunt. And yes, manages to dodge away, but oh wait. The clutch stop, the clutch Zanyas, I mean, it's not stopwatch, that's Zanyas manages to get him out of that situation. That's one item ability that's not going to be there when the dragon fight breaks out.
It won't be, no, and that's a good call out. And the Zanyas rush is really coming handy for Alpha, being able to mitigate a lot of that burst damage coming through from Ethan 9300 and Van the Fish. It's helped him out a number of occasions, and you're right, it won't be up for this next dragon play. Up in 15 seconds now. Cool to clone and Law.
Yeah. Wait, the Xenoblade goes in. They try to get the stun onto Man the Fish. The team fight breaks out. It's some chaos here as the ultimate from Galileo manages to get the stun and the kill onto Myopia. Is that going to be enough? But Ashe is right here on the back line, managing to get so much damage down. But Hagan Gober might be in trouble here. In the end, it is the red side that gets taken down. Terminators is the only one left standing. He has to flash away, and the tankiness is just too much for this Ashe to handle.
Yeah, I know it was too much for me to handle there too, Miles, but it's my balls and your balls that comes out on top with Alpha and rated R20. They're going to be able to pick up this third dragon of the game and get that much closer to their Mountain Soul. Terminators playing with fire there. He's probably back off.
Yeah, that is the start. I'm not sure who's coming back to who. The game state looks pretty even right now, even with the 3,000 gold lead on the side of GTT. But that is Mountain Soul Point. And if they do get Soul Point, these tanks are going to be... they might be unkillable, honestly.
I would go ahead and say so. I mean, you got champions like Galio with Alpha on them, and my balls and your balls playing Shen that are going to be so huge as they pick up this Mountain Soul. And it's all coming up in less than 5 minutes now. I don't know what GTT are going to do, but they have to do something about these dragons, right? They're making moves on the Rift Herald right now. You see Ethan in the mid lane trying to break open that turret, and hopefully they can use this objective to force some more structural damage and try to break this map open for themselves. I don't know how else they're going to gain control of the map.
I think the big thing was during that team fight, Man the Fish was basically non-existent in that team fight for his team. The last time they had a dragon fight, he was the one who went into the backline, caused a lot of chaos, got a lot of damage done on the Kane, and survived. But this time, he was the one that got caught out and got deleted in the first few seconds of the team fight, right? So maybe GTT will want to avoid that happening again. But yeah, as we get later and later in the game, as these tanks get more tanky, it might be a bit too hard. But we'll see, we'll see. It still comes down to execution.
Sure does here. The Law picking up red there. Terminators trying to get a little bit of vision control around the top side of the map.
Goes in. Wait, the Enchantress Arrow comes in, and rated R just manages to sidestep it away from the pick. That was a... What do you think? That felt like a very optimistic play. Wait. Yeah, taunt here onto Myopia. He uses the ultimate on the Swain, trying to get my bars to your boss, and Teleport comes in with Ethan too. Tries to go for the ultimate, but the flash is out from the Shen. That's the only summoner they'll get here, but here comes Kuklone, the Zenith Blade. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, here in the mid lane, Tier 2 tower is getting taken down.
Yeah, the Rift Herald gets a charge off and go burst, go finish it off.
Yeah, there we go. The stun lands on to the Kane, but he just manages to use the Umbral Chest Blast on support, but he may be dead here. Shut down immediately by Tristana, and the Law will pick that one up.
Van the Fish with the third death of the game, bringing them to the most deaths in the game, tied with Myopia as top laner. These guys like to go down. Tied also as well as Cool Clone down in the support position there, but looks like, yeah, our blue side VC going for the Baron now.
Yeah, ultimate teleport immediately comes in from Shen, who wants to zone the enemy team out. Meanwhile, GTT definitely don't want to let this one slide. How are they going to do it, though? There's no chance for a steal. To be very safe, my boss and your boss just manages to get on top. Might be up to Ethan. Does not have his ultimate either, but that's a lot of damage onto Cool Clone. Won't be enough. The Mantra Q and blue team manages to get the Baron, and I think they'll be able to get away with this too. Shen comes in. Immediately gets away. They're going to let this one go, and it looks like VC will walk away with the Baron buff.
Yeah, and they get that one for free, right? Seemed like GTT could have rotated onto that fight and potentially tried to contest, but keep in mind, if they lose that fight and all go back, it is actually VC that get the angle on that last dragon for the Dragon Soul, right? So if you're GTT, it's almost better to back off, play it safe, and try to play for this Dragon Soul in an attempt to try and prevent VC from picking it up. We'll see if they're able to do so, but I'll be honest, VC looking a little unstoppable right now.
Oh yeah, there we go. There's the name drop. We can shut down the stream.
Cut
shut
the
down the
credits.
stream, bro. Yeah, there we
That's the
go.
show.
All right, some more trading here in the top lane between my boss, your boss, and Myopia. And well, the Shen is looking way too tanky, but the draining coming from Myopia. It's a bit of a hard one to see who'll come out on top there in the 1v1, but the Dragon is coming up in 45 seconds. Both teams watching around. Van the Fish, though, onto the support, onto the Law, Umbral Trespass onto Trundle. He's just going to bring him to his team. And the stun comes up, rooted down. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow, though, manages to land. Here comes Ethan, trying to get onto the Law, but he just managed to make it out. The Shen's taunt is flashed away, and nothing happens.
Yeah, both teams just engaged for the time being. Dragon up in just 20 seconds now, and it's
all the
VC that have
cooldowns.
the angle. Yeah.
All the cooldowns are down for GTT right now, and VC, I think, are they gonna risk the letting one person go back though? Looks like GTT want to give them a choice. Either they lose an inhibitor and they take the Dragon Soul. I think they're just gonna be happy taking the Dragon Soul, to be honest.
I know I would be, Miles. We'll see what they go for.
Oh wait,
man, you're not down.
Alpha. Yeah, getting caught out. I think he probably just wants to let this one go, not really having to fight for it. That he's gonna get knocked up, but Alpha may be able to survive. He's pretty tanky right now, with the steel-plated boots and the Zanyas providing him a lot of armor.
GTT speeding right out of there with the Shirelles as well as empowered E from Karma. Lots of nice movement speed for this team. Lots of nice pick potential and engage there too. But,
the important part is, well, Axe, BC have the Dragon Soul and they didn't lose anything for it. They didn't even lose an inhibitor. So even that victory is out of GTT's reach. And right now, the game looks very hard for them. They still have some decent scaling on their side. They have a Kayn, they have a Yone, they have an Ashe. But yeah, things are looking super good for VC right now.
Definitely, that Baron buff's still up for them as well too, right? They're pushing in this mid lane. Should be able to get that turret pretty easily. Yeah, it just melts in front of them. Tristana,
melting down towers. Putting the explosive charge on it, brings it down super fast. Now they're going to regain all the gold that they had lost in the early game. It's now just a 2,000 gold lead from a 3,000. Looks like they're just bringing the whole crew down over to the bot lane. Myopia may be in a bit of trouble here. He has to get away. Flash the taunt, the solar flare, the flash from Trundle, and the pillar. I don't think Myopia is surviving this one. He is absolutely dead in the water. The Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes, but it hits Leona. Not really who you want to hit. And they just get away with that pick.
They sure do. A lot of damage coming out of VC there. They get that bot side turret as well. They'll be taking the reset here. They got a lot of gold in hand. Let's see just how much gold they have. Take a look here.
You would.
Yeah,
snap of my fingers, we will see the gold.
1,200 here for the Law, for Rated R, and for my balls and your balls. Lots of gold for VC there. So taking the resets here, should be able to complete second item, maybe even a third for some of these champions.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, Drasana should be pretty rich right now. Leona has the Bulwark of the Mountain completed already. Shen, Willie and Nekmas changed. Very interesting item. I haven't seen too much of it yet. What do you think about this item, Max?
Like the item, thinks it makes a lot of sense. I like mechanics in League that just bring raw damage reduction to the table. I think it makes a lot of sense. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
definitely.
figure out who on the enemy team has an Atmos Chain stacked onto them. I don't think he's actually used it yet, so we'll see where he puts that as he gets next to an enemy champion, I guess.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, it could. I mean, it could go into any of them, right? I think the one doing the most damage. I'm not quite sure. I mean, he's spoiled for choice and who can bring, and it would make the team fight a lot less effective for GTT, who are struggling, really struggling right now with the way the game is going. Finally, BC have the gold lead. Oh wait, not yet. It's still 500 gold lead. I thought for a second they had the gold lead, but they've evened things up. And by even things up, they're practically in the lead with the amount of gold value that Mountain Soul brings to the table.
Yeah, I was gonna say it brings a lot of value there in itself that's not tracked in the gold lead. So I would say that they're still pretty firmly in the lead here. Also, in terms of map control, I'd like to see more vision out of VC, but you know, I think I'd always like to see more vision out of teams.
That's true. Vision wins games, guys. Words wins games, so put them down. Make sure you use them to full extent. Like to see that vision score go up. You're just pushing the lanes out because the Baron is going to be coming up soon in 1, 2, 3. Right now, it is there on the cards, ready for the picking. And we'll see who decides to go on top of that. Should be something to fight over. But besides that, we have the Elder coming up. And that could be the game changer for GTT if they manage to pick it up.
It certainly will be. As soon as that objective spawns, it's going to be the focal point of Summoner's Rift. But we're not there yet. Baron up still and should be where both of these teams are looking to play around. You have my balls and your balls down here with Myopia. Both to teleport. Of course, the Shen with the Shen ultimate to join their team as well.
Oh wait, the Taunt comes in. Trade Myopia versus my balls and your balls at again. Liandry's not providing too much value right now, and already VC are starting up the Baron. Slaw on the pit, stun onto Man the Fish. Will he be able to get out of there? This makes it out of time. The teleport is coming in for Swain already. Man the Fish trying to go. The Enchantress goes wide, and the immediate ultimate. That's a lot of damage. With the Umbro Trespass onto the support. Shutdown on to the Trundle. 3 people still alive, but the Man the Fish is still alive. That is the big important thing. See, Outlaw TK manages to survive just barely. But the taunt onto the Ash. Gungo Burr is going to go down. Jasana is still alive. My balls and your balls, I think, saving it for his team right there. 1v1 still here, but imagine that Myopia is going to go down. Kill onto Law TK, and VC manages to win out that team fight in the end, but it was so close.
It really was close fight there. Rated R starting up the Baron. And at the start of that fight, they weren't able to complete it. They were interrupted by GTT, but eventually VC come back and win that fight. Now, they still didn't get the Baron at the end of this fight, but by now, they have wasted enough time that the Elder Dragon is spawning here. And VC have enough map control to be able to look to get that objective.
Yeah, the Scuttle Crab was taken ready by AGC Alpha. My balls and your balls. They're just starting it up right now. No waiting around, no posturing. And it looks like GDT might have to let this one go.
It's a disaster there for GTT. Tornado Terminators.
They're gonna get
there, but
they're gonna have their cake. They're gonna have their cake and eat it too, VC. They're going straight for the Baron pit. I don't think that GTT can contest it either.
Surely this will be the end of the game as VC going for this Baron, but they've gotten quite the collection of objectives for themselves so far. Yeah, they gotta get through all these
There's
wards
the vision.
first.
There's the warding you wanted, Axe. What do you think? 3 wards in 1 pit.
Yeah, the triple ward. That's how you get the vision score. That's how you stack it up.
Yeah, right there. All right. So the Baron rather, is being swiftly killed. It's melting right now, but Vanifish is here. Maybe a hero steal is on the cards. Be able to make it the flash in by Trundle though, and immediately back from the blast cone. That was all right. It worked out, but that was a surprising play.
Now they have the Elder buff and the Baron buff there too. See if they can use this end out the game. They're running it down mid.
They should be able to easily end the game here. They have all the advantage for themselves. They have the items, already the 2,000 gold lead, and a lot of value. They can try to solve, but the wave clear isn't too good from the side of GTT either.
No, it isn't. Between Mountain Soul, the Elder buff, and the Baron buff, they are pushing very quickly. Nothing much GTT can do about it.
Yeah, every objective on their side right now. Just hard to stop this push, but it looks like VC, they're going to play disciplined, they're going to play safe, they're just going to take one inhibitor and leave.
They are playing very safely indeed, I would say. Perhaps a bit too safely. If you got the Elder buff up, you just go fight them, folks. There's no use taking the reset. You're never going to be stronger than you are right now. So just try and end the game out there, but I guess they're going to reset, try and take this bot lane too.
Yeah, well, the Elder buff should be gone soon. I'll have to see how long it can last. Still going to be there for a bit. They should have this tower next as well. And when will the last stand be is the big question, or will they get jumped upon? Myopia nearby, Vanderfish as well. Looks like they're just going to give up this inhibitor and back away. VC backing away as well. I guess this game's going to go on a bit longer, Axe.
Certainly looking that way, Miles. We'll see what exactly they're playing for. Take a look at the gold between these two teams, just as something to do. And most gold in the game is still on Vanderfish, but followed up almost right behind them there with the Law and Alpha. Just a couple hundred gold behind the King.
Feels like there's not much Vanderfish can do in this situation. Even if he goes in, he just gets stunned up by Leona, then knocked up by Galio, and just immediately gets taken down by the Law TK if he ever tries to go on top of this ADC. Even if he has the most gold, it just feels like a really bad situation right now. But he does have a lot of survivability. There's still a chance he may be able to get this ADC, and if he does, maybe his team can end up winning the team fight.
Yeah, threshold for lethality on CC is about 1.5 seconds.
Myopia. Almost gonna get down. The Baron buff is still up, so they are laying siege to this top lane. They just have to wait out for the Baron guard minions, and then Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes wide again. And they're not able to get the pick onto the Tristana. Just sidestep it super easily.
Yep, right out of there. They're gonna take this top lane as well.
Yeah, here comes the next Baron minion. Stun up onto Swain. He gets stunned up. He will probably get taken down. Zonya is there. Ethan tries to go onto the Law TK, but he just manages to survive. The front line is just too big for the side of GTT. Thoughts come wide again, but the health bars are going down. The Law TK, he has no fear. He's just jumping in with the Buster shot, and here comes the flash. He wants that kill. He wants the game. And VC get the team wipe. They get the ace, and they will get game 1 of this series.
They certainly will there, and oh man, it's looking a little unwinnable here for GTT as the Nexus explodes. And, oh man, what a game it was. I'm definitely looking forward to game 2 here moving forward. And looking forward to the adaptation that GTT makes, because this was a pretty close game, right? It was in a lot of ways a game that could have gone either way for the majority of the game.
That is true. I definitely agree with that. And, well, looking at the damage charts right now, it looks like Myopia will be the one who will deal the most damage. I guess those 1v1s with the Swain did pay off, but unfortunately, just not enough to get his team over the line, especially with the team fights. It just felt, even though it was just one damage source, man, it felt like Trundle and Shen were just doing way too much damage to the backline as well.
Definitely seems that way. Taking a look at just these vision score numbers real quick. I want to shout out both our supports here. Those are very good vision scores for supports to have at this level of play.
Oh, yeah.
That's
83
and 70. That's 83 for the Leona. That's 70 for the Karma there. That's solid. It's good stuff. You like to see it in competitive play. That's exactly what you want to be focusing on.
Yeah, that's true. You have vision, you have map control. Right now, the control of this series is on the side of VC. Right now, we will be going into a short break while we wait for the teams to fill into the next game. Until then, take care. We'll see you soon. 1-0 is the scoreline now. Hello, everyone. We are back. VC is in the lead. My name is Miles David, and here with me is the one and only Axeman. What do you think about that game, my friend?
I thought it was quite the banger there, Miles, and a good starting note there for VC and for my balls and your balls specifically. That was some pretty good Shen gameplay. You like to see it, the map control, the jungle pressure, the objective control. It was all there for this team as they were able to clinch that Game 1 victory. Looking forward into Game 2, you see Giant Tornado Terminators are already taking that team comp pretty seriously, banning away the Shen.
Yeah, definitely. They want to get that Shen out there, provided way too much utility, I'd imagine, for VC to work with. Now, GDT are on the blue side, so they have the chance to pick something OP for themselves. Probably would want to go for that chain again, I imagine, because, well, even though it didn't really work out, Vanderfish was still pretty stellar on it, knowing what to do at the right opportunity. It's just that, well, in the team fights, things just kind of went downhill, you know?
Oh yeah, Van is, in short, pretty sick with it on Kane. That's a pretty good gameplay there on the Kane. Like to see the Ross as well, not falling prey to the gold elo ego for the Kane. Definitely don't want to see any blue Canes anytime soon. First pick, blue side, Miles comes through. It's going to be Leona.
Very interesting. I mean, we saw how effective Leona was starting the team fights, getting picks for a team in the last game on VC side. So maybe GTT this time they want to have it on their side, and Kaisa being prioritized by VC instead. Very self-sustaining champion. We have Trundle again, 4-rated R.
Good stuff there, and I agree with the pick. So many Trundles at this level of play just don't have the chops to play the champion, but rated R20 was able to show his ability on this champion with the pillars, right? Pillar placement is what separates good Trundles from great ones, and this is a great Trundle player.
Oh yeah, now he has something to steal stats from, right? There is a Leona that he can decide to take, and Caitlyn being picked. Now that can be something very hard for Kaisa to deal with. It's the risk you take when you blind pick this short-range ADC. Now Kaisa has been a staple pick for a while, and it looks like Vanderfish will be getting his game too. As I said, Kaisa has been a staple pick for a while, but it does have his weaknesses. Not as strong as he used to be earlier in the year.
Yeah, not quite as strong, right? But that Kane pick back for GTT.
You'd imagine that. You'd imagine he wants his vengeance, right? Oh, and Thresh being picked up instead. Okay. Counter to Leona in lane. He goes in with the Zen Blade. He just plays her away. That should be the play down there if an all-in were to occur. Kale being taken out of the picture again. That is definitely a target ban towards Myopia, who is in fact a Kale main. I saw it on his op.gg. I love it.
Yeah, we like forcing players off of those comfort picks, trying to see what they got in the back pocket. It makes for an interesting game, but this will be the last game of the series if VC are able to pull off the victory here on red side. We're in the second round of bans now.
This is week one. You know? This is week one. You want to start off strong, right? And if you're VC, you're going to be loving a 2-0 victory because the story starts here. All the narratives that the casters like us will make for you when playoff comes, it starts during your first casted game. So definitely VC want to be performing. And GTT, they want to get back in this series. They don't want to take this line down. They want their revenge. Looks like they're going to be running back to Kane, and Caitlyn this time should be a lot more effective. So we'll see how this game plan goes from them. The bans coming in, Victor getting taken out. Yone is gone as well. Probably a bit too problematic also in that last game, but the Yasuo is open. And definitely the mid laner of GTT might want to pick that up too because he is a Yasuo player.
Yeah, might want to get it while it's hot, right? But Yone too dangerous to be left alive. Banned away now at VC. And Ivia hovered briefly. Going to be locked in almost instantly. Yeah, we call that an insta-lock around here, folks.
Whoa,
and that's good stuff.
I was not prepared for Ivia. All right, there we go.
No.
I expected something like a Yasuo, but instead we have a mage there in the mid lane. Makes sense. You do have an AD jungler. The Swain didn't really work out last time, and Salas might have a bit of a hard time fighting against an Ivia when she can just stun you whenever you try to go in. Oh, but there we go.
Yeah, like to see that. The Kled locked in. Last pick here for GTT. It's a nice early game top laner, and one that definitely wants to fight you to the death at level 1. See what VC answers back with. Could just be the Silas going up top side, but We're about to find out. Last pick, red. Who's it going to be?
Who is it going to be for sure? They do have the counter pick. We'll decide who will be going up against that top laner. It could be Sans going up, but it's going to be Tom Kench. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
rework Tom Kench. Now, Axe, I've heard a lot of complaints about this champion. It did not get banned, and apparently it's very uninteractive. Now, I've come up against it several times, and I kind of do have to agree.
Yeah, especially with the addition of Summer Spell Ghost to Tom Kench's arsenal, it just makes it a bit of an unplayable lane. He's a pretty impressive laner, but he's also a very slippery one. He's a catfish, so it goes without saying, but difficult to lock down the gank scenario. And fortunately for GTT, they're not going to be looking for many of those gank scenarios up on this top side. It's just going to be Gled trying to run TK down. That's going to be pretty difficult when he's got the ghost.
Is true. Well, we'll see if the top laner can win out on the duel there. I mean, Fled does have a lot of early and mid game power, so maybe he'll be able to overcome the OP-ness that is Tom Kench right now in the current meta. We'll see though. But as a whole, Axe, talk to me. What do you think of GTT's team comp? What do you think of VC's team comp?
VC's team comp's a pretty solid one. They got some of the best champions in this game on some pretty good counter picks there too. I like their chances, especially after seeing what they can accomplish there in game one and the focus this team has in objective control as well as on the vision game. I think VC has a very good chance of winning out the series here in game two.
All right, that's good to hear. But on the other hand, we do have GTT. They did make a few mistakes, I guess, during the team fights and picking up the right fights for themselves, not really going for picks, instead going for 5v5s. Maybe instead they'll play a bit, they'll shore up those mistakes, hopefully. What do you think it will take for them to be winning this game, at least, and get back into the series?
I think it'll take creating more situations for Van the Fish to shine on the Kayn. I think he had a really, really good game one on this Kayn and just wasn't really given the opportunity to show his stuff, really. They didn't get a lot of priority to be able to fight around objectives. I don't think GTT got any objectives, really. I think they might have picked up a Rift Herald, but that's about it there. And I definitely like to see them try to play around that jungle position more.
I think they picked up 2 referrals at least, so they did you one better in that regard. So 2 objectives for them. But with the Caitlyn now, you'd imagine they'd have the bot lane priority, right? You'd imagine they'd be able to be the first ones onto the Drake once it spawns.
Yeah. Oh, here we go into the actual champion select, and then we can get you into the game as soon as possible here. But
yep.
Keep talking about these for a little bit. I like the Thresh counter into Leona. Makes a lot of sense, and I think Coolclone's going to be able to use this pretty effectively as well. He had played Leona in the previous matchup, so definitely knows how the champion operates, knows what he's trying to accomplish, and how to stop that. And this Thresh is going to be a dangerous tool for Viticulture Cab to use going into game 2. Now, is it Viticulture Cab or Viticulture Crab? Do we know yet?
I think it's Cab. From when I looked at the document, I'm pretty sure it's Cab. It's Cab.
I've seen Crab. I've seen Cab. I saw something else too, so I'm starting to wonder: do they change it every time?
That'd be very interesting if they do. Like, how do you have your branding, right? If you change the logo every time. I'm gonna assuming it's Cab because that's what it says on the document. If anyone on the team wants to correct us, maybe the manager or something, you can go ahead, just DM us. We're on the Risen Discord, so we can get it right next time. But yeah, we do have our team comps locked in. We're just gonna be going into Spectre to delay for just a few minutes to get that competitive integrity going. Make sure both teams are settled in. We will be back soon, guys. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Game 2 of this series between Viticulture Club. I got corrected on the pronunciation. Thank you so much, Cool Clone, for telling us in chat. Viticulture Club and GTT, Giant Tornado Terminators. Right now, GTT want to get revenge for that Game 1. But if VC win this, they will be winning the series and the first casted series of Week 1 of the Premade Unstoppable. We'll see. Already we have some level 1s going and ships in the night. They're passing by each other. Completely unknown to each other's intentions as they go on to opposite sides of the jungle.
Yeah, little mini conga lines from where I'm sitting up in the observation desk. But they're going back to the
They might meet each other. They might meet each other here.
respective
It might
ports
be.
here.
Might be another crazy level 1. We'll see.
Whoa!
There's the hook onto the Kaisa. Manages to flash immediately, but the stun onto Thresh just gets taken down by Anivia. It's a big level 1 fight. Rated R is ignited. They have to get out of there. You might imagine Balls has to get out as well. And in the end, it is GTT coming out on top. Wait. No, sorry. Yeah, it is GTT. I forgot they switched sides. There we go.
They did switch sides. That's correct. It is GTT that comes out on top with that kill onto the Anivia. Ethan 9300 starting out the laning phase with a little bit of an advantage. Now he does not take the reset, so just walks straight to that lane. No advantage gained for him yet, but he should be hitting level 2 a little bit before Alpha does.
Should be, and that would be very hard to deal with if you're SLS. And I got confused there for a second because they were fighting on each other's side of the map. So I was like, wait, GT's on blue side, right? Why are they coming from red side? And immediately that caused some confusion. But yeah, they're back to normal, back to the even lane states with GTT getting advantage for themselves. Definitely will be happy with that one.
Oh yeah, I know I was happy with that one. My balls and your balls coming in with Tom Kench. Having an okay time with Myopia so far. Hook goes
Ooh,
wide.
that was a very close death sentence there. Just managed to make it out of there. Priority actually going towards Kaisa and Thresh. They're playing this lane pretty well.
Yeah, close but no cigar there for Cool Clone. Better luck next time. Topside, I'm surprised there haven't been more fireworks up here. I feel like, yeah, here we go. Clutch should be just all-inning this every single time, but that passive coming through from Tom Kench makes it difficult to 1v1 him at level 1. Now that both top players are level 2, I wonder if things will be different.
And we'll see. It's still a bit of a new matchup, so to speak, to see the new rework compound share in the top lane. He has been creeping up on the solo queue ladder as well. Doing what? There's a attempted steal down there in the jungle. Silas and Chundo trying to go for it though. Van de Fish, he has to get out of there. Does he have flash? He does not. Instead tries to get through, but here comes the wall, and down in the bot lane we have Zedblade, cool one, getting caught, but the Guardian keeps him well and truly tanky. And well, all the action, still no kills there.
Yeah, nothing yet. Just that kill for Ethan in that level 1 play. And honestly, with the two comps that these teams have drafted, I would have expected a little bit more action by now, but Terminators.
I mean, to be fair,
with the chains.
We did have action, just no kills, right? That's the only problem.
It's no kills yet.
Both teams just barely managing to squeak by with their lives. I think that was a very dangerous situation for Van de Fish to be in. Luckily, his mid laner has a wall, and if he doesn't have a wall, a killer. Oh my gosh, flash, that sentence.
There we go.
Gun goes Burr, he's in trouble. He has no flash. He's just gonna get taken down, and they give it to the Law TK. Very happy with that kill.
Oh yeah, me too there, Miles. Exactly where that kill needs to go. Stacked onto the Kaisa, another fantastic pillar from Rated R20. Really showing us why they drafted this champion twice in a row for this guy. The CS numbers don't look great, but a few CS numbers look good into a Kayn. And he is making use of that gank potential.
Yeah, I mean, their CS. He can let Van de Fish farm as much as he wants, but this guy's making impact all across the map, making impact for his team, getting summoner scouts, and this time he got a kill from the early gank. That's even better than the last game.
Oh yeah, good stuff. My balls and your balls. Falling a little behind on the CS numbers here. Big wave pushing into Myopia as well. Not good there for the Tom Kench, but not really sure how this matchup goes, I'll be honest, Miles. Tom Kench kind of new on the scene.
Yeah, I mean, we'll discover it. Maybe you can ask Miko in the future.
Maybe.
He probably does have something to say about it. But yeah, right now, a bit of a new matchup for us. And as things going, well, Kled does have a bit of a gold lead when it comes to getting the CS. But when it comes to trading, it just feels like you can't do really anything against this champion.
I know I couldn't. That's a big old catfish. First drag in the game going down to blue side. GTT is looking for this, but
oh wait, no, they're going for a fight. Now letting this one go. Van de Fish, trouble. Has to smite for health, but he probably will not make it. The flash rated R goes and catches him, but still, it's gonna be a 4v3 here in the river. They tried to stall out for as much as they can. That sentence could come in again, but instead they decided to let him go. The cooldown way too high for that skill. Just for now, And in the end, it is going to be VC that managed to get first dragon of the game.
Viticulture Cab with more of that, objective control that we've come to expect from this team. Setting themselves up for a season of objective control here and definitely building out a reputation for themselves. That death sentence going a little bit wide. Bot side, the Cool Clone switching back into vision mode.
Oh, yeah.
Sweep award out.
Yeah, definitely. Supports going back to doing their job, trying to get control over the map. There are a lot of pink wards, which you really love to see. Over there on the bot side river, where it seems like all the action is happening. We keep looking back here to the top lane because the auto observer liking to witness fights between a bruiser and a tank, where probably nothing will happen since the auto attacks. But all the action has been happening here in the bot lane. Wait, Myopia, as I may have spoken too soon, could have gotten eaten there. Wait, the channel up, the E into the stun. Will it be enough? Myopia has to flash out of there. Okay, never mind. I caster cursed it. There is some action to stop lane after all. Oh wait, flash, Zenith Blade onto the ADC, but immediate cleanse coming from the Law TK to get out of that situation. That could have been very brutal, but just manages to get away with the Lantern. Good stuff from Clone and the Law to get out of there.
Agreed. That was a close one there, but the late reset from Radar 20 could allow for Vanderfish to push an enemy jungle.
Wait, here comes the all-in. Yeah, here comes an all-in here in the top side though. My boss, your boss. Well, the Kled gets eaten, Myopia, but he should have still an advantage because he does have the Kindle Gem. Wait, is it the Kindle Gem? Bomby Cinder, I mean. The Kindle Gem is another item that I got confused with again. But yeah. Still, even though he's an item up, my balls, this Comcan's still doing well. Wait, here, as I say that, the all-in is coming. And Comcan just gets stunned before he can teleport out of there. We'll be able to make it time. The thick skin comes in. And wait, Myopia is still going in. But it's not going to be enough, and both top laners get away with their lives. That was an interesting 1v1, and yet, despite Kled being an item up, Tom Kench manages to survive that somehow.
Lucky for Myopia, he gets knocked off of Skarl as he's stunned by my balls and your balls. If he had stayed on Skarl there, that turret would have hit him for a couple more hits there. It might have been rough for him.
Here comes an invade here. Rated R getting his creep stolen, but there is... Wait, the blast cone. Okay, I thought they wouldn't be able to hit the blast cone because of the pillar. They just managed to get out of that very sticky situation.
For sure there, and unfortunate interaction.
Oh, that's a lot of damage onto Rated R. He has to probably get out of there. No, the Nivea wall stops the escape. Yes, Lovelo at the stun. The Icicle might come in soon, and Vanderfish will finish it off. Rated R just going a bit too far.
Yeah, the positioning. Unfortunate there from Rated R. He gets caught out by the enemy mid laner. As the Sand GTT are going to be able to start up this Rift Herald and continue their control of that objective from game one as well. Some very distinct playstyles being established by these teams so far.
True, but I feel like this is a lot better for play if you have a carry top laner on your side, at least. Like a Kled. That will allow him to get further and further ahead into the matchup if needed, but my boss, your boss, not willing to let this one go. Just harassing a bit, making it, giving them a bit of struggle, but ultimately the objective will go in favor of GTT.
Yeah, I feel you there, Miles, down bot side. Cool Clone maybe looking for a death sentence, just providing a little bit of pressure in that forward bush. They're looking to push this wave in, maybe take a reset before that next drag spawns in a minute. Got to get going on that back, though. You want to be back in time for the objective.
All right, so the next objective is coming up. It's going to be an Ocean Drake. The last one was a Mountain Drake, so we might be getting Cloud Soul or an Infernal Soul. It could be either exciting or it could be a bit of a meh soul. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see when it comes up.
Infernal's kind of meh.
True. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes Myopia and Vanquish. Vanderfish trying to go all in onto this tank. I'm not sure if you're going to get any results here. Kled gets eaten, grounded as well, and wait, the Umbro chest pass onto the... Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Kukulon gets taken down, and he just gets deleted immediately. Tower dive not really going in their favor. The Law is also going to get deleted. Wait, Tom Kench died in the top lane. Vanderfish also died in the top lane. So 1-for-1 there. And the bot lane, it was a 2-for-1. So in the end, it is going to be GTT that comes out in favor of the trade.
Yeah, Van the Fish was in the ultimate and was untargetable there as he had ulted Tom Kench, but also went untargetable for Myopia after dropping Scarl, and they were juggling that turret aggro really effectively up until that last turret shot that did take Van the Fish down, making it a 1-for-1, but so much plating taken down by Myopia makes it pretty worth it. Another 1v1 job side.
Yeah, top laner teleported in already. Clan is in trouble, and along with this Trundle, but Terminators, he has to flash away and just gets bumped on the head by a giant bat. And well, now it looks like BC may have control of the dragon here. Again.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to control those objectives. Radar's pretty low though. He might try to heal up from this Gromp a little bit before going for this dragon.
We might have a round 2.
Fully back off here.
We're gonna have a round 2 on this dragon pit. I guarantee you right now, Axe. Both teams probably not willing to let this one go. Is the Rift Herald still up? Now that could be a point of pressure, right? Kane could drop that in mid lane if he wants to, especially since the priority is on Inivia's side. I'd imagine drop that in the mid lane and then go for a play onto the dragon. He is there over on that bot side. Yeah, looks like another fight will break out. Are trying to get vision, trying to get more line of sight for their team. Rift Herald will be dropped here in the bot lane instead. There are 5 playthings to be had. We will take advantage of that. In the meantime, 1v1 here in the top lane. No teleports this time from either top laner. Cled's gonna come soon. Myopia though, he gets caught by the turret. Another shot here, and looks like the Tom Catch not gonna let this one go. The 1v1 might be too much. The thick skin will come in soon, I'd imagine. But here comes Cled remounting, and in the end, I have to keep casting the top lane 1v1, even though the interesting parts here in the dragon pit. Oh, the tower dive. So that sentence goes wide, and now GTT managed to get the dragon for themselves. Fight happens 4v4 here on the bot side. Umbro trespass onto the enemy team, but double stun with Anivia. Immediately TK goes for the ultimate, the killer instinct onto Anivia, but it's not enough. He does not have enough damage. Here comes the ace in the hole. Not enough to take down this ADC, but in the end, GTT finally managed to score a dragon for themselves in this series. Oh, Van the Fish might be in a bit of trouble here. The gun abduct, but he just has enough health then to make it out. AGC Alpha has to get out there. No health, no mana. The wall comes in. Van the Fish want to go in on this. Oh, so close, and all the damage coming from Kai'Sa's Q not going to be enough.
Just enough mana for one last Kingslayer there for Alpha to keep him alive. Some pretty narrow margins for the mid laner there, but able to get out just barely. Margins. Great fight there from Van the Fish, dealing so much damage with the AoE Qs before finally jumping into an enemy team member there with the ultimate and healing up quite a bit from all of the Ross healing there. Going red Kane again. It's working out pretty well for Van the Fish so far in this series.
Go for the Chad Kane, though. That's what he is. Absolute Chad Kane jungler. And oh wait, Myopia in a bit of trouble here. Just a 2v1 situation, but here comes Anivia with the teleport. We'll be able to make it out. Answered by Silas. The stun immediately, but AGC Alpha a bit too far, and Anivia, Ethan manages to save his top laner rather.
For sure there, Van down bot side. Death Sentence gonna land on Terminators, doesn't do anything, but that vision swept out. Gonna allow the Kane to march a little bit further forward as he looks for this gank.
The number game just isn't good for the Law and Cool Clone down there in the bot lane, so they have to back away. And wait, Alpha, he may be in a bit of trouble here. Xenoblade does not quite reach. Very close though. If he had gotten caught there, that would have been an all-in definitely. Especially with Anivia so nearby, could easily get stunned with her Q. But instead, well, everyone walks away.
For sure, rated R20 running silent, running deep in the enemy jungle. Gonna steal the enemy wolves before stealing enemy blue as well.
Oh wait, the stun onto the Caitlyn. This match can ask for instinct on top. The Solar Flare is not gonna be enough. The Law TK manages to go for a 2v2 kill. Meanwhile, here in the mid lane, AGC Alpha is in a bit of trouble. He gets walled off, but tries to go for the Kingslayer. Does not manage to get enough health, and another hook lands onto Terranida. The Cool Clone absolutely smurfing with this Thresh.
Yeah, I'll say Cool Clone looking really good on the Thresh. So good, it makes you wonder why he ever went for Leona in the last game. That was a pretty good game there, too. This guy's got chops on lots of solid supports, and that's good to see moving forward into the season.
That's true. Looking at his OPD.UG, he does play a lot of the playmakers. And it looks like the strategy is really working well. Despite the scoreline, it is 1-3-4, but he is having impact with his hooks. Meanwhile, here in the top lane, it looks like Miopi just wants to go for the all-in, but he's getting hit by the tower shot with the Bami Cinder. He has to get out there, or he can get 1v1, but will probably be able to remount and get away. Thick skin, and God gets eaten, but here comes Vandafish. Backup is here. The Tom Kench probably not going to get away. He does flash his way out of there. Will be able to make it out. Unstoppable is coming in. Won't be enough. Vandafish, though, is sped up. He does probably get the kill here, but no!
No
Tom
way!
Kench just barely gets away. What was that?
Abyssal Voyage coming in clutch there for my balls and your
Oh
balls.
my
He
gosh.
just walks right out of there with the regen. Anathema's Chains saying damage. What damage? He's taking the reset now. And Myopia is going to be answered by Alpha up in the top side.
Oh yeah, there we go. Wait, another all-in Myopia. I don't think he has the health to be able to fight the Silas 1v1 just yet. I think he has to let this one kill go. But man, now talking about fishing, that was the one that got away.
That was the fish that got away. Yeah, it certainly was.
That was it. He was caught outside in sinker, but manages to get out. Just managed to pull his mouth out of the hook. And now we do have the next dragon coming up. It is the exciting Cloud Drake, man. It's not gonna be the boring Infernal. We got Cloud Drake on our hands.
Oh yeah, this is the high octane advantage that we were hoping for. This Cloud Soul. Both teams looking to get that soul.
Oh, another hook onto Vandafish. Wait, that's a lot of damage. But well, the TK gets stunned. He flashes out instead of taking the lantern. And Killer Instinct's out. Oh man, that's a lot of cooldowns left out of the table. And now GTT, because of that play, they'll be happy to take the next Cloud Drake for themselves.
Yeah, they certainly will be rotating back down there.
You think he didn't see the lantern? Or couldn't click on it in time?
I think he saw it and the pride took over. He said, you know what, I don't need your help.
That was the classic meme right there. That's the support meme you see on Reddit where the ADC doesn't click the lantern.
Take the lantern, come on, man. Alpha trying to freeze those waves up, literally, with the Everfrost. I'm here all week, folks.
Yeah, we're both here all week with all the puns. We got Budget Freak on the line here, but Vandafish losing the 1v1. Umbro Chestpass goes in, and the 2v2 jungle, but Ethan is here, ready to stop everything from happening, and Rated R is not long for this world. Gonna get taken down. 1v3 is one too many.
Yeah, just one too many there, but down on the bot side of the map. Oh, actually, Vandafish might be caught out here as he looks. Oh, no.
I don't think they see him.
They know he's there.
Him. They know he's there, I think. They just pinged him, right?
I think they pinged him, yeah. But can they do anything about it here, Miles?
That is the question. He's probably going to get away with it, too.
Yeah, it's definitely looking that way. Cool, still looking to clear up those awards. Thank you so much. Directed camera, I appreciate what we're viewing right now.
Support all combat right here. You'll
yeah,
love to see it.
support
Okay.
combat. Just killing each other's wards over and over.
Yeah, they don't kill each other. They kill the wards. Oh, wait. Oh, tries to go in. Yeah, there we go. You take the lantern right there. But almost, that was a bit risky, going in onto a Nivea who could stun you up, and then you just get hit by Leona. And it's lights out for ADC Alpha from there, but he just managed to make it out. Thanks to Thrash Cool Clone doing a really good job on this pick. Yeah, what goes? The Rift Herald is summoned. I'm not sure where. It was summoned in the jungle, but is going towards the mid lane. So this mid lane tower shouldn't be long for this world. DT going job. Vandafish misses the knock-up onto the Trundle. Here comes the Rift Herald, but Terminator tries to go in immediately with the Zenith Blade. Two people get locked up by the Solar Flare. The knock-up is there. Gun goes Burr. Gets the kill, but Vandafish, very low health, just gets shut down by the burn. TK is not long for this world as well. ADC Alpha has to get out. 2 for 1 so far, and the Unstoppable coming in from the Kled ultimate. Flashes away immediately, and in the end, it is GT gonna come out on top of that very, very aggressive play.
Yeah, some good teleports coming through from our top laners, but It was Myopia that had a little bit more of an effect on this team fight than my balls in your balls. The Tom Kent showing up, just having the Anathema's chain saying, hey, I can reduce some damage from Myopia, but these other guys on the other team, I can't really help you with that.
And that's very unfortunate. At least they were able to get a good shutdown onto Van de Fish, but this is Ethan on this Olympia. Quietly becoming one of the strongest players on the map, and here we go, 1v1 versus Myopia and Alpha. Not sure if they win, either side wins that one, and in the end, both just gonna walk away from each other.
Yeah, both just gonna back off for the time being there. Next big objective on the field is that Baron. You see our supports counting up to that top side there to start getting a handle on this vision game.
See the lane swap already, so you know which is the strong side, you know which is the weak side. Myopia, forever weak side top laner, not getting too much priority from his jungler. Except for that one time where they did tower dive the top lane. It just didn't work out too well. It was half and half good. Rated R though, all the way here in the bot side.
Yep, all the way down there. Doesn't want to show up on tracking or that Baron will get started.
They're going to start right now. They're going to start the Baron right now. Myopia has to flash away. He does not have the charge ready. It's going to be around soon. Will he be able to survive is the question. Nope, he will not. Rated R manages to take him down along with Alpha. But in exchange, the Baron is being started. Now, can Clone stop it? He managed to get the death sentence. And the Q from Geisel lands. Van de Fish gets taken down from the isolated damage. And the Baron attempt is stopped in its track.
Yeah, that's a tough way to lose an objective like that. And GTT kind of thrown back into the passenger seat here.
Now they're going for the Baron. That's two people down. The top laner and the jungler is down. They can get this one for free on VC side.
Yeah, Cab get this one almost for free. Terminators, Ethan 9300 trying to look for
Oh, there we go. The fight just happens. Ace in the hole stolen. I'm not sure it's going to do too much. Terminators, he has to flash out of there, but they are stopping the Baron attempt. At least the death sentence goes wide. ADC Alpha is still here on the flank. Not going to get too much out of it. The Baron attempt was stopped successfully. I think that's what matters for GTT. Oh, wait. Ethan might be in a bit of trouble here. Jumps the Abyssal Voyage, but just managed to make it out. Charge from the Pledge. Comcatch will be able to make it out. He dies before the thick fat. The thick skin, rather, can be used. Oh, man.
No, you're good. And the fat is thick, too.
Yeah, it's pretty thick. I've never had catfish before, but I'd assume that the big ones are very fatty.
Yep, it's good stuff. Not to fat shame Tom Kent though. He's a good-looking guy. Dragon goes down here to GTT. That's the third one for him.
I think the last person you'd want to fat shame is Tom Kent. This guy will eat you up.
He'll show up when you least expect it. In your dreams, while you're sleeping in the middle of the night. He's a demon.
He'll eat your dreams too. He'll eat everything.
For sure. Yeah.
Probably not the one you want to offend. Have anyone
it's just this thing. My balls in your balls hasn't really developed any kind of build path so far since they finished Anathema's Chains. Kind of stalled out a little bit. The Kled, meanwhile, completes Steric's Gauge and is off to the races. Take a look at individual gold real quick. Yeah, that Kled is way up there at 8,200 with the likes of Gungo Burr.
Oh, another hook land, but Terminators not gonna. It's Terminators, so even if he gets caught, probably not the target you want to be fishing for.
Not really.
As fresh. It's the fish is on this side of the team, so not gonna be landing too much of those hooks onto the tasty targets, so to speak.
The morsels. The fresh meat there, but
unless you want to go fishing for a bird. Does that happen? You go fishing for the bird?
Yeah, no, you can do that. You can catch a seagull or something from time to time.
And there we go.
Goes for the bait, but
if Ethan gets caught, that would be a lot of problems for this FGTT. But he's been playing super well right now as a mage. 404. Enemy not found once he gets onto a priority target.
Yeah, Myopia just bullying our catfish guy here. My balls in your balls having to run back down the lane. Yeah, really.
Oh, wait.
Oh!
That's a really good Everfrost there in the mid lane. Is barely able to make it out, but he has to expend his flash to get out.
That's a solid Everfrost there, Miles. Like to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, he did a frozen solid joke, but it wasn't very obvious, so.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, there you
got it onto the iceberg too.
One side.
Oh, the
Like,
hook
oh,
onto the Nivea. Oh, they decided to not go for it, but that could have been a really important pick.
could have been. Yeah, Cool Clone had the box up too, so that would have been pretty damning for Ethan 9300.
Oh, rated R this time. He's the one ahead in the jungle CS.
Yeah.
So working out well for him on the Strundle pick. The wall goes wide again. Just on the other side, not trapping Salas. And I don't think he could be trapped. He can just dash away, I believe, over the terrain.
Yes.
You know what's interesting, Axe? The fact that the terrain warpers are on the side of GTT. They have the Inivate to make a wall, then they have the Chundle pillar. It makes it really hard for the enemy team to try and get on top of priority targets, which I think is very important to note.
Yeah, that is an interesting point, and Cool Clone creating the box as well. Just more barriers between these two teams as they try to go for.
Oh wait, Ethan! Not like this! He just gets caught out in the middle of three people. I think he's probably gonna die here. The passive will still be there. Will he be able to make it out? The response from the team is quick. It is fast, and he's able to survive. But the team fight is here. Vanderfish does manage to get CG Alpha though, and the team fight is completely going the wrong way. Not in favor of BC. The hook comes in. Vanderfish does get caught, but I think that's a bridge too far. Even when Ethan is caught, he manages to bait it out for the rest of his team to come in and win the team fight. And now they are heading straight for the Baron.
You should be able to pick this one up fairly easily as well. Rated R is alive, could potentially go for the steal. Does not have a way over that wall.
Here we go. Mayopic tries to go for another. I'm sorry, Cool Clone tries to go for another hook, but this time TK is not doing enough damage. A hook onto the Baron pit. Will the flash come in? Trundle does have his flash. It's come down to a steal. 1, 2, 3, and it doesn't happen. Rated R has to get out of there with the use of the Lantern. That was very close. Vanderfish winning out the Smite fight and getting the Baron for his team. Now GTC with a 5,000 gold lead. They should be very happy with the game state.
Yeah, it's pretty well played there from VC. They did everything they had to, just missed the Smite at the end of the day, and they weren't able to get the steal there, but GTT with a fantastic play. Probably going to lose their mid lane turret for it. And
oh wait, the flash, the Zenith play, the solar flare, and the ace in the hole just delete TK the Law, or the Law TK rather, from the rest of the map right as the Dragon Soul spawns.
Good stuff there, Miles. Yeah, VC gonna have to back off as well. Alpha may be caught out here.
More stuns here land. The zoning off, the knock up. This is not gonna be enough. Alpha is gonna get taken down along with Cool Clone. It's not gonna be enough. They might just take Inhibitor. They might just take the game here.
GTT having a much better game 2 in game 1.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can see it. The stun. He's not allowed to use the thick skin. This time, Kench, it's just a 1v5 scenario between Rated R. Can he solve for time? The Law is up. But the minions are here. The Baron buffed minions. I think it's a bit too much. And this game 2 will go in favor of GTT, and we're going to go the distance today, Axe.
We are going to go to game 3 all the way here, Miles. And there's no one I'd rather go to game 3 with than you, buddy. Looking forward to it. And
yeah, same, honestly.
Yeah, this should be a good one. A pretty evenly matched series so far between these two teams, between VC and GTT. So I've had a lot of fun watching this so far, and
yes, absolutely,
it's been pretty good. I think in particular, I've enjoyed watching the junglers go back and forth on these champions. I think they're playing very well, and I'd like to see in game 3 if these champions get banned away from them to see what they would adapt towards.
Seeing what else is in the jungler's pool. I'm not sure about Vanderfish. That's really all I saw from him when I researched his play was Kane. The rest were top laners. So I'm not sure what else he has in his pocket. Maybe he has another account, secret jungle account, maybe that he plays on that gives him a bigger pool to draw from. But yeah, looking at the damage graphs right now, it was Ethan who was outputting so much damage for his team along with the Kled. But I think Kled, Myopia on this Kled, he was fighting a Tom Kench, so that's kind of expected to have this damage graph. So I would give more credit to Ethan when it comes to being the carry, so to speak.
Absolutely, and taking a look at these vision numbers, the support's not as good with the vision this go around, especially Thresh having a little bit of trouble there. But um, that's tough for them, but still doing pretty well across the board. We like to see the high vision scores.
Yeah, indeed, definitely. Now these two teams, they are back 1-1. Excuse me. They are back 1-1. We will be going into a game 3 very soon. Stick with us until then. For now, we will be going into a little break. But yeah, should be an exciting one. Good evening, everyone. We are back. My name is Miles David, here with the one and only Axeman, and we've got a series on our hands. Both teams are 1-1. It was a banger from start to finish from both sides, and now we will see who will come out victorious. Will it be VC or will it be GTT? Speak with your channel points, guys. Vote on it in the Twitch chat. And now, Axeman, what do you expect to see?
I'm expecting to see fireworks here, explosions, and lots of pyrotechnics. For me,
Bring in the
Miles,
zigs.
that's what I'm looking to see anyway. Yeah, bringing the zigs, the Heimerdinger, all that good stuff. But it will not be the Shen nor the Anivia. And you got to ban these junglers, man. I'm telling you, don't let these guys go to game 3 on the same junglers.
Yeah, I mean, Trundle and Kane is the only jungle matchup we've seen so far, and instead, Vayne is going to get taken away. I'd imagine that Trundle and Kane will get picked again by both sides. Those of you who are tired of the jungle matchup yet, hope you're excited because it's probably going to happen again. Xin Xiao getting banned. I mean, Xin Xiao, probably understandable. I know that VC's jungler has his most play, has a lot of games played on the champion. Definitely want to get that taken out. And we'll see. Let me just take a look at my notes real quick. Yeah,
It's got to be
rated
first
R.
pick Kane, right?
Yeah, it probably will be first. No, wait, it's
Trundle.
VC.
Gotcha. Haha, Trundle.
Trundle. Yeah, first pick Trundle.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. As this pick goes through here.
They're
Looks
waiting
like
a long time. They're discussing.
Yeah, they're agonizing over it.
Oh, what?
There's a
Volibear. There's the curveball right there. Volibear. Could be top, could be jungle. I'd imagine it might go top lane because it can get a lot of priority, but it's definitely a good jungle pick too in the early game to get off on ganks, which is exactly what Rated R has been doing all day, or all evening rather. You want to get it picked up, and there we go. The Kane special once again in the hands of Van the Fish.
100% there.
See if he locks it in. He will probably lock this in, no doubt. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Lock in as expected. We'll see what the response will be from Viticulture. Viticulture Cab, which you did say it was a wine thing, right? It was a wine thing.
Viticulture is the cultivation of grapes. So
There we go.
Cab is short for Cabernet Sauvignon. It's a type
Yeah.
of wine.
And got to shout out Axeman, whoever he is. Thank you for the sub. Onto this.
Yeah, appreciate that one.
Yeah, very much appreciate that one. There we go. Tristana being picked again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This time the Thresh will go into the hands. On the side of Cool Clone.
Cool clone, yeah.
Again, I mean, we did see him pop off on it a lot of times with some really, really good death sentence. This time with Tristana, could be a lot more deadly, especially with the way that the law displays Tristana very well, I'd imagine, especially in the first game. And Caitlyn being picked again, along with the Leona. So this should be an interesting bot lane matchup.
Should be for sure. Second round of bans comes out. Silas going to be taken away at the outset. Let's see what else gets banned here moving forward. Looking forward to that Trundle pick, as it's not banned by the Tornado Terminators.
That'd be the biggest
reasons.
That'd be the biggest curveball if Trundle doesn't get banned and they don't pick it up. Like VC, they're changing up their plans here. It looks like Galio will be the one banned away instead, and we'll see what the last ban will be. It will be the Yone getting taken out again. Interesting to see this mini meta that develops in every best of 3, best of 5 series. What players don't want to play against. And GTT, what will they decide to pick? I'm assuming they'd want to blind pick their mid laner and give their top laner a good counter matchup.
Definitely could be an option here for them. Could also just pick Trundle away from VC.
They could put in top lane, right?
Put it in top, yeah.
Could still be a decent top laner. I'm not sure about the matchup. Oh, Vlad here getting picked instead. Okay, I'm assuming that this will go. Let me check my notes real quick. This should be going.
Should be top.
It should be going mid because Ethan's the one that plays Vlad on the team.
Mid.
Yeah.
Very
So
possible.
this should be a mid plan. He's safe. And whoa, curveball here. We've got Evelyn instead. We did not see this one coming. The seductress demon is on the rift, ladies and gentlemen. Level 6, watch out. This demon's gonna come at you and you'll never see it coming.
No one puts rated R 20 in a box.
I guess that's why it's called
Evelyn.
rated R, right? picks the Evelyn.
Could be. That would make sense. So he's got the Evelyn chops there. That would be a pretty apt name. But last pick coming through here for Viticulture Cab. Who's it going to be? Victor Hover. Locked in. Nice. Like that.
Yeah, picking it away. It looks like it's going to be an interesting mage matchup there in the mid lane. Meanwhile, here in the top lane, it will probably be Gnar versus Volibear. Unless it's an Evelyn top, which I really do not expect to happen in competitive play. I mean, this Evelyn probably will be going into the jungle, so it will be Volibear versus Gnar in the top lane. What do you think about that particular matchup?
Like the matchup, I think it goes the way of Gnar 90% of the time. It's a pretty good team fight comp here for Giant Tornado Terminators, and then Gnar builds right into it. So I like this as a last pick. I like it into Volibear, and I think it makes a lot of sense. I think that Myopi is going to have a pretty good game this game in Game 3.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they do have a very strong team fight. They have a lot of good scaling on their team too. Caitlyn, we have Vladimir, and the Kane scale up, do that damage in the late game. And on the other side, talking about VC for a bit, Viticulture. They do have what it looks like to be a very strong pick comp.
Certainly looks that way, right? A lot of nice pick potential there, a lot of burst damage. The death sentence comes through. All good things, right?
Yeah, definitely looks that way. I mean, Evelyn can be very sneaky in the way she plays, and especially one thing underrated about Evelyn, she can easily steal objectives super well, combined with all her abilities. I think she has one of the best executes for objectives in the game, if I'm not mistaken. And along with the pick potential that she has, she can even sneak into the jungle, and Kane might not see it coming. Kane kind of needs the time to scale up, but we'll see. Rated R, this is a new look for him. Completely different from the Trundle that he played in the last 2 games, right? So this is a different style, and you love to see it.
Yeah, I know I do there, Miles, but hopefully getting into the actual champ select here. And we'll get through that, and then in the spectator delay, before bringing you the final game of this series, Viticulture Cab versus Giant Tornado Terminators.
Yeah. Axe, I'm going to put you on the spot. Who do you think
Put me on the spot.
Series?
Who's going to win the series? I think Viticulture Cab wins this one. I think the Evelyn gameplay is just going to be a little too overpowering for Giant Tornado Terminators.
Really?
I think GTT has the better comp, but there's just something about Rated R20 insta-locking Evelyn here in Game 3 that's very creepy to me.
You think that this will really be the secret weapon, the secret sauce, so to speak, for Rated R? And well, it will be interesting to find out whether it will be the case. So we're just gonna wait for the champions to be picked. As we said, all right, Gnar, as expected, going there in the top lane along with the Volibear, so that will be the matchup that does favor the side of GTT. We'll see how it goes. In the bot lane, though, it's gonna be Tristana again in the Law's hands. It will be super fun to watch as well because he played it super well in game 1. Right now, both teams are locked in with their picks. Everyone, vote with your channel points. Let's see who Twitch chat decides will win this, and we'll see if it's correct. But this will be game 3 of the series between VC and GTT. We'll just be back on a short break. Don't go anywhere. Good evening, ladies and gents. We are back here in the Risen Cup. Unstoppable, Premade. I messed that up, but we're back here in Game 3 between these two teams, VC versus GTT. All right, VC back on the blue side, GTT on the red side, and we have, once again, some level 1 shenanigans that could be happening. This time, though, GTT, they kind of want to play safe. They want to go for a 5-point start.
Man, there must be something nice in that bush because there's a whole lot of people standing in it. It's my
Probably
balls
cold
and your balls and co. All back in one bush. They're waiting for the enemy team, of course, who are not arriving. It was the ward drop with the reset into red trinket for Vimfish. He's now walking up to the top side. We'll see if he invades level 1, goes to the steal, or just takes his I think he just takes his raptors here, Miles.
Yeah,
or not.
We'll see.
Who knows?
No. Yeah, I mean, with Kane, you kind of have the freedom to do kind of what you want. I think they were just ready to go for to defend against an invade if it happened again. They just decided to put a ward there. Thresh went for a blind hook, but found no one in the bush, so they calmed down. Everything's cool. No level 1 shenanigans just yet. Everything's going standard.
Good stuff here. Hopefully, Rated R shows us some good stuff on Evelyn. Been playing Trundle the rest of the series, but now
it's a different
on
style,
this
right?
champion. Yeah, much different champion. Not as gank reliant, I would say, as Trundle. Looking to clear a little bit more and try to get up to level 6.
Yeah, once he gets to level 6, though, that's when the scary part happens, especially for this ADC, Gun Go Burr. We'll definitely want to be watching out for those quick assassinations that could happen. And Leona, not really appealing type of ADC. She can, but, you know, it's not really her purpose.
Absolutely. Leona, known for her forward, not so much for her back. Not really good at getting out of situations.
Usually you want to go for a Baron. The death sentence goes onto him. He did hit something, just not the right thing, Cool Clone. He showed us some impressive stuff last game on the Thresh, so I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table again this time. You know, on the top lane, as you said, Gnar. Myopia on this Gnar does have the push. I should be happy to be having priority in this lane. Both junglers are going towards that top side, so if there may be a skirmish, but maybe Rated R will want to give up that Scuttle Crab up there and just go towards the bot side.
Certainly possible, right?
Oh, wait. Then a Blade goes in. Stun. Cool Clone gets a lot of damage done, but Terminators takes a lot back with the explosive charge.
Yeah, close one there. Big trades coming out between two supports. Death Sentence going narrowly wide there from Cool Clone. The rare miss from the Thresh player. But, it's about to be a fight up top side as the junglers clash.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's happening, but the direct again wants us to watch this fight in the bot side. There we go, into the top side between Kane and my balls and your balls is going for a ward instead. So no action there yet. I think Kane will be happy to take that Skull Crab though. It might be a race there to the bot side to see who manages to get the Skull Crab first.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Van the Fish double scuds these.
Yeah, he might double
Kane.
They're running towards that bot side, but it looks like Evelyn might not be interested.
Well, this jungle running for something.
Oh no, wait,
here they go.
Yeah, here they go. But it's the bot side of GTT that have the priority. I think they're just gonna give this one up. Probably don't want to fight this one. Do not give your life in the early game. Now, don't throw away game 3 over a Scuttle Crab, my friends.
It's We're not Cloud9 here.
We're not Cloud9 here, alright? You have to strive to be better. I had to blame them just a bit there. Oh, wait. The Zenith Blade onto the threat. He just get out of there. Knock up. Not going to connect completely. And Cool Clone just manages to get out of there. That was a close one.
Now, I'm fairly sure Thresh counts for range dust, but here's Gnar with the transformation.
Stuns. Yeah, stuns and the counter stun is there. Myopia a bit below level. That's a lot of damage. And the shield onto my balls is Volley Bear. Another stun goes in. And both top laners just throwing haymakers at each other, but none of them causing them to go down just yet. Has to be a bit careful though. Myopia, not really up in levels just yet, and in the mini Gnar form, he's a lot squishier.
For sure, it's the double D blade for Myopia, but I'm expecting the Gnasher's Tooth any minute now.
Double D blade right there. I'm surprised he decided to go for it. Probably wants to take advantage uh, of the fact that he's a range champion versus melee champion there in the top lane. Get as much advantage as he can in the early game. Tried to go for these trades, but the trades haven't really favored him, and the stun lands on the TK, but the death sentence also goes onto Gun Burr. He has to expend his heal immediately, and that was a really good response by Cool Clone. AGC Alpha does not have mana, but is way too close to the tower for a dive. The wave is not set up for that either. So he's probably going to get off that gank alive. Vlad happy to scale along with Victor, so probably not too interesting of a bid matchup yet.
No, not really. Alpha completely out of mana as well, not able to cast any spells there.
Okay.
Ooh, man.
Level 5
in
trouble.
trouble.
Has no health bars. Top laner is going down though. Nar is there to help. Running out of the rage bar quite soon. But Evelyn's just going to give this up. No priority in top, not really any priority or mana in mid. Kane can do what he wants.
He's going from bad to worse there for rated R20. We wanted him to show us something on this Evelyn pick, the adaptation for Game 3, but he's just behind several camps, up to 3 camps now, as that CS differential expands to 12.
To be fair, he was behind 2 in the last game, and the game where he was ahead, he lost.
He was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was behind the CS, but he definitely could make a comeback here as he approaches level 6. He starts to go for some of these games. Ganks, excuse me.
Some of these games, you're right. Definitely.
Some of these games.
He definitely has to win this game to win the series. So you're on the money there. You're in the district right there. But Evelyn,
these games.
Evelyn, still not level 6 yet, so not completely threatening. They do spot her already, and a spotted Evelyn is a lot less threatening than normal. Okay, it looks like Terminators does manage to ward the enemy jungler away and save the pink ward. If you're a support, you really want to be saving those pink wards. Spent your hard-earned gold on it. Definitely don't want to give it away onto the enemy team.
Yeah, you want to try and catch her out. Myopia stunned up under turret. Not going to eat the lightning, give you a little hop away. But my balls in your balls starting to close in as Myopia is not reset yet. Take a look at the gold here individually. Yeah, it's 2,300 total on Nar. 1,400 is in their hands, not spent.
Yeah, it's in the pocket. All right. Looks like AGC Alpha will go for a back 2, and you should be able to teleport back in no problem once he has a full mana bar. Meanwhile, the dragon is the priority for both sides this time. Looks like GTT are the first one to the table. But the last time this happened, BC managed to get away with the win. Or at least with the dragon fight win. So will there be a response is the big question. Looks like there won't be.
No, it doesn't seem like it. GTT getting that one for free. Reset came through from Myopia. They picked up a Phage and then walked back into lane. No teleport used there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, here in the top lane, the Rift Herald is getting started up. So trade-off objectives across the map. And instead, we usually see it's GTT going for Rift Herald. Instead, it's going to be BC. Oh, wait! Another hook lands on to the Caitlyn, and First Blood goes over to the La TK. What was that from Cool Clone? This guy is a Smurf.
Oh man, yeah, that's rough. That's a sick play. Thresh, Jesus, he completes his support quest there too. But 9 minutes. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. I think this guy's pretty good at Thresh there, Mouse.
Yeah. He's pretty good. That's what we can say about this.
Okay.
And meanwhile,
Rated R
right here,
stuck all the way top.
And up with the red there. He misses the first one, but the sun comes in, the teleport as well. Will he be able to make it out? And here comes the ultimate from Rated R, but he is surrounded. Does he have the flash? He does not, and he's probably going to die, giving his life for that gank onto the top lane. Good response from the side of GTT to stop that from happening. Terminators might be in trouble though. Could get hooked. But, well, the W giving him so much resistance to get out of that messy situation. Oh, another one that goes wide.
Yeah, that's going to be the burst of the series right there. Rated R20 just taking it to Myopia. Great play there. They have to reset, teleport back into this lane. Myvol's also taking the opportunity to take the back and teleport back into lane. Now with tier 2 boots and with the Sheen, Myopia in trouble. Here's the stun.
There's a bear in the bush. Definitely do not want to be running into that, especially if you're a low HP Gnar. But wait, here comes Van the Fish for the gank. My Balls does have flash though. He should be able to get away. He does have his ultimate as well. Tries to get out of the slows, but the stun comes up. He doesn't use his flash and he just dies. No ultimate, no flash. Tries to sidestep and it doesn't work out.
Van the Fish showing us why he's still the man to go to on this Kayn. No transformation yet, but you have to imagine he's close after helping get that kill onto the Volibear. He takes the reset now. We'll see if he has transformation. I can't think of another reason why he would back right then.
Oh,
nope, he doesn't have it. All right, just gonna run
he
right
just
back
wants to get out. He just wants his Gourd Drinker online as much as possible now. But
buys the Gourd Drinker.
Right, we'll see. He's stuck in base for a bit. Nope, still not transformed as of yet. Wait, is he? It doesn't tell you on the.
He
okay, he did.
Out, walked back to the fountain, and then took Rost. Okay, cool.
Okay.
I feel vindicated now, as I'm pretty sure that's what he was gonna do. But
Van the Fish, he's not wasting any time here. The flash immediately just onto the stun. The Law TK managed to get out. Ace in the hole will get the kill. The flash immediately. Full clone. Oh, he gets a death sentence up. But Full clone needs to long for his world. But will this be enough? Here comes Rated R. He does have this ultimate as well, but decides not to go for it. I think that could have been a kill.
I think it could have been as well. That could have been another burst play there for Rated R20, but he's not going to go for it. Going to play it safe instead, if you can call it playing safe, but...
I don't know about this one. They can risk the tower dive. But TK has to use his fast buster shot immediately, knock up onto Rated R, but here comes AGC Alpha as a response. The Law is still alive. Somehow the tower dive goes completely wrong. Ooh. In the end, he just gets taken down. The two ADCs fight each other and die, but Terminators, only one left, and just gets taken down by the Evelyn.
Yeah, I think he might have denied. Actually, no, I think Alpha did get the assist on that one that hit them previously, but good play there. Like to see it.
That's an interesting tower dive, to say the least. Not very effective. I can't believe that Justana lived for that long, but, well, it looks like Rated R just bought enough time for his ADC to output enough damage. And the tower took care of the rest.
Really is just VC making the best of a bad situation up under turret there,
and it's like they invested in a plot of land and found gold in there. Like, it was the most dirt-driven, horrible land you can find, and they found gold and oil and down there. Really good play coming from them.
My balls and your balls need to start leading these E's a little bit, because I don't think he's hit one yet.
Oh, wait. Here comes the wall up. Onto the stun, onto the rock. Will this be enough? Myopia. Will he get the kill? My balls and your balls. That's a lot of regen. That's a lot of damage, and it's not going to be enough to take down this Volibear. The flash? Wait.
Flashed in place, I think?
That has to be a bug, right?
Nope, I think he flashed in place.
Oh, no. Wait, the stun onto the Vlad. Will he make it out there? That's a lot of damage. Explosive charge onto him. He has to get out of there. Meanwhile, here in the bot lane, looks like Alpha is in trouble. Both mid laners manage to get into a very sticky situation, but only Ethan manages to get out.
Yeah, Ethan gonna take the pool and flash combination to get out of the gank that was pressuring him. And no actual reset coming through from Ethan either. He's just gonna heal up off the Scuttle Crab and stay out here as they look for the Dragon play.
Oh yeah, they do. Oh, that was a very close one. Almost getting a hook onto the Kayn. Wait, Rated R gonna go for this? Oh, he will. And he stole the dragon. Just ultimates out. Oh,
yeah, that'll do it. Oh man, that's a great steal there with the ultimate to escape from Rated R20. Now showing us why they picked this champion in this post-6 Summoner's Rift.
Absolutely planned. Yeah, you definitely think about doing that. Losing priority over the dragon, going for the steal right there. Oh wait, Myopia gonna go for an all-in onto my boss here. Oh no, it's a disaster for the top laner as the bear goes down. It is Gnar that comes on top, not respecting the ultimate or the Mega Gnar coming out of this champion.
Yeah, I think he's gone pretty far south there for my balls and your balls. He hasn't had as good a time in the last several minutes as he did in those first few minutes of this game, but
yeah,
a lot of that is down to the pressure from Van the Fish and really just the range difference between the Gnar and the Volibear. That top turret's gonna go down. uncontested here. Ban the Fish and Terranita up in top side, looking to play for that Rift Herald.
Oh wait, Rated R, he's in trouble. He just walked into a bush with 2 people in it. He just gets stunned up and taken down. Oh no. Talk about the Fnatic bush play.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate one there from Rated R20. Gonna lose his life, also gonna lose the Rift Herald. Something that they had not played for as much this series. GTT really more into that Rift Herald gameplay, and this game has been no exception to that rule. Hopefully dropping this down the mid lane, trying to break open that mid turret.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that's been consistent with GTT is the fact that they almost always get the first turret for themselves. They do gain a lot of control over the map that way. In game 1, it didn't really work out because they kind of lost the team fights. But in game 2, they were able to use that control to give them an edge over their opponents. But right now, oh, that's a lot of damage onto Terranita. Gotta be careful with that pathing.
Definitely want to be careful with that W Daybreak as well, as it prevents a lot of damage, but you know, you put it on cooldown and you get really vulnerable really quick.
Indeed, indeed. And right now, things are calmed down. Both teams are pretty much practically even in gold once that tower went down on both sides of the map. So both teams have 2 towers each at this point. Vela TK is probably going to be going towards that mid lane. Both the lane swaps are happening. It's much safer lane for the ADCs to start farming in because they have a lot of backup just in case things go south. And they will be fighting priority here. And the Fish does have the Rift Herald though. You'd imagine they want to drop this soon.
I would say so, yeah, and you want to use this mid too, right? Trying to break open that mid, but they don't have a wave to push with.
Yeah, the thing is, Victor has a lot of wave clear with his laser, so it's gonna be a bit hard, I think, to get a wave down onto the tower in this mid lane. Maybe they just want to go down bot.
Certainly possible, but you want to start to think about what you're going to do.
Oh wait, flash from Rated R immediately, and the flash response from Myopia as well. Wanted to make sure he does not get charmed, but here comes the collapse. Clone is here, manages to get the lantern in. Van the Fish, will he get taken down? The Umbro chest pass immediately onto the Thresh, trying to bait him in closer to the team, but it's not going to be enough. The tower dive onto my balls, your balls. Will he get the ultimate off? Unstoppable, and Rated R does get the kill onto this Kayn. In the end, it's 1 kill going over. But that was a 4v3, and somehow VC gets out of there with the kill.
Yeah, for sure. Good on them for that. And my balls and your balls getting the escape there too, getting out just narrowly with the shield from E and with the ultimate there too, making them a little bit tankier, and almost got taken down. Things are pretty close, and a little uncharacteristic for Van the Fish to get picked off there.
That's true. I mean, in the first game, he got picked off a lot. In the second game, he showed how potent this game can be.
True.
But meanwhile, the Lucky K, though, right here in the top lane, free to just hit this tower. So that's a free tower for the Justana. Once you give her that free time, all those towers are going to go down in a flash. So be a bit careful in that regard. As the dragon is coming up, this time it's going to be an Inferno Soul. We've had different dragons for this series. It's a nice sight to see.
Agreed here. We get a good variety.
We get the meh one, it's Infernal. It's a meh one.
Yeah, not as exciting as the Cloud.
To be fair, I've seen a lot of pro teams lose with Infernal Dragon the most, somehow. Yeah, oh wait, the stun onto the Leona, not going to be hit though, but that's a lot of damage onto the the Kayn rather, but I got lost for a second there in that team fight. Cool Clone trying to stop the Gnar from going in, and in the end, Van de Fish manages to get the kill onto Rated R, I believe. Wait, Myopia, he's just walking in onto Justana. I don't think they're going to be letting this one go, but there is no jungler to try and steal this. Maybe a hook could have landed. That would have been amazing if a hook landed in Soul Dragon, but no dice. In the end, it is going to be GTT winning that team fight.
Certainly will be there. Rift Herald dropped as well as it was about to go or run out of time to be able to use it. Charge going to go up here. Can they get the turret?
No, they won't.
There's just too many enemy champions there.
So in that team fight, what do you think? What was the deal breaker there? for the side of VC because it was looking decent for them.
Yeah, it was looking pretty decent for them. I think rated R20 didn't have ult up. Was a difficult
Oh,
situation
he has
for
up
them.
now. He gets caught out immediately. He probably
So
should
he
use it to get away.
does.
So trespass onto him. Ooh, not enough. Not in time. The flash from Vladimir, along with the damage from Van de Fish, killed him before he could get away. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a rough one there, and they're going to use this opportunity to push in this mid lane. GTT, once again, caught without a wave in the mid lane.
Yeah, it feels like they just don't have the wave there to push in waves right now. And Vladimir, Victor rather. Victor waits for days, and here's an ambush onto the Law TK. But this time, there's no ultimate on the Kane. He just gets stunned and he dies straight up. It's not what you want to see, but maybe he buys enough time for this tower to go down. So, life for the tower. What do you think about that trade, Axe? Is it a good deal to you?
I think it makes a lot of sense. I think Van the Fish is used to giving up his life for the cause, and he died well.
True. It's a good death, as the boss would say. But
Good death.
right now, no objectives really up. There is the Baron. It just came up 1 minute ago, but I'm not sure if both teams are want to fight over it just yet. Maybe want to scale up a bit more before fighting it. But meanwhile, Tristana's been getting a lot of free time here on the top side.
Certainly has there.
And even though the CS is not, it's pretty even. It's just that she's getting more levels. She's getting more XP, and that translates to gold value as well.
Certainly does. Rated R picks up enemy red buff here. Going to be using that in these plays coming up. That Baron will be what both sides are fighting over for the time being. You see the vision starting to get set up around this objective.
Yeah, it's a bit late for Dragon Soul to be something to be fight over, as both sides got a dragon each, so we'll be later into the game, give or take maybe 30 minutes before we get that Dragon Soul up, and wait, immediate tries to get for a charm onto the enemy jungler. Van de Fish will be dodging out of that quickly. Wait though, Terminators might be in a bit of trouble. Okay, the hook lands, but they decide to not go for it. Maybe a bit wise. It is the support, and you definitely don't want to be focusing the Leona.
Yeah, I don't want to focus the engaged tank there. The box wasn't quite up yet for Cool Clone either, so it's another tool that they didn't really have available. There's a hook in off the ban. Not quite the target he wanted.
And Cool Clone makes this ability look like point and click. I swear, just gets getting value hooks
really
again
does.
and again. But anyway, things calming down a bit, but they are posturing, trying to go for another one. This time they're going all in though. Van de Fish, he might be in a lot of trouble here. He has a flash. He does have flash. He might be able to get away, but in the end, Kuklo missing that crucial hook onto him. That was a very close one. Van de Fish is actually not flashing. He manages to get away from that.
Yeah, Cool Clone flashing into the wall there instead of over it.
Goes Spur. Immediately tries to get away, but the Solar Flare tries to catch him. Not gonna make it out as Zen's Blade had missed earlier. So all these cooldowns being blown, trying to get picked, but nothing's really working just yet.
Yeah, it's another flash blown there, but this time by rated R20, just into a wall, not able to get over it quite there. But still escaped with some support there from Cool Clone.
True. That's no summoners though for this dragon fight, so that might be point contention to watch over. Wait, what? Tristana? Not like this! The Law TK is this turn to get caught, apparently. And instead of getting chasing down, it will be my balls and your balls. 3v1 scenario. He's not gonna make it out of here. Died right before the dragon spawn. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, it feels pretty bad there. Dying before an objective comes up like that. They're going to lose their bot outer turret as well. And Terminators looking for the engage. Looking for the Zen's Blade. There it is. It goes wide.
Yeah, it goes wide. And well, Van Fish has to get out there. Almost gets slowed down and gets caught. The ultimate coming from the Vladimir. Not going to be enough to do too much damage just yet. Amo Plague not working out. Instead, the dragon is being picked up. Will they decide to fight for it? Junker is up. Maybe Evelyn can go for another steal. They're pulling it out of the pit. Fight's not over yet. It's both teams trying to get in. Leone gets stunned up. That's a lot of damage, and the shutdown from Evelyn. His ultimate. Oh my gosh! 2 for 1 special. 2 for 0 special, rather. Ethan is in trouble. He has to flash out of there, but here comes AGC Alpha. Oh, wait. Just barely manages to make it out of there. Ace in the hole will be enough along with the minions. No, he gets the shield and the lantern out of there. And what a play coming from Rated R on this Avalanche. They're going to go ahead straight to the Baron.
Good stuff there from BC. Should be able to take this Baron uncontested. Exciting stuff there. Able to force... I don't know if they can end the game off of this here, Miles, but it's going to be getting them that much closer. We'll go ahead and stay there. Maybe breaking open that tier 2 mid turret is something that they're looking forward to, but take a look at the individual gold here. And yeah, it becomes clear just how different these two teams are in just the gold alone.
Yeah, and right now, look at this Tristana, how rich she is. Absolutely dominating this matchup right now, honestly. And she had a lot of free time, basically, to farm up in that top lane. So now it's paying off for the side of the Latike. Going to be doing a lot of damage. With the Baron buff, should be melting towers completely. As you said, now 2,000 gold lead for VC. This is the closest you can get. There's still a chance, definitely, for the side of GTT to get back into this. It is not over yet. 2 dragons apiece, in fact. But the tempo, the advantage is on the side of VC.
It really is. They have quite the edge so far between that gold lead and also this Baron buff, but they're pushing into some serious anti-siege with that Caitlyn.
Oh yeah, definitely.
With the Vladimir there too.
Charm onto Vandafish, but well, not going to be doing anything with it. Here's a big wave right now. The wave clear not completely there. Vandafish tries to go for a knock-up. Doesn't get anyone that's a lot of damage. Terminators trying to tank up what he can on this Leona pick. So far, nothing just yet, as both teams are washing over each other. Ethan is there on the backside, ready to go for a flank. This would be the flank of the century with the Vladimir. Wants to get that team up leg onto as many targets as possible. Try to go for an insane play here, as Vandafish has to be a bit careful. Was spotted out by a ward. And right now, things are still calm, as we do have an ARAM here.
Yeah,
oh wait, before I can talk about that, there's a solar flare, there's a Zenith Blade, the flash in immediately, but Myopia gets stopped before he gets ultimate. Hits 2 people with the wall up, but is it going to be enough? Meanwhile, Rated R gets the kill onto Caitlyn. The Latike is still alive. He's dealing damage. He's going to town on this pick. Vandafish, though, almost gets the 1v5, but not quite enough, and instead, it is going to be the 4-for-0 special, rather. Nar manages to make it out of there alive, but this could be the game for VC.
It certainly should be here, Miles. They have the damage to be able to do it, and those death timers are pretty long. They're going to go for this inhib, and they still have the Baron buff up. They still have lots of push potential.
No rage bar on Myopia either. Terminators here. They have to give their lives, probably, in order to win this one. They're still pretty tanky. Myopia is getting a lot of rage in that bar already. Sana trying to go for the tower. Will be enough. Here comes Caitlyn. Already, the flash in. Myopia tries to go in. The wall of hits. Rated R immediately uses Zanyas, and instead, it might have been a trap. The shutdown onto the Evelyn. Meanwhile, the flank. Here comes Vladimir. Ethan trying to go for the kills. Hammer play goes in, and this time, the Latike is the one in trouble in the counter fight. AGC Alpha gets hit by the Umbral chest pass. Goes for the lantern. It's going to be a 2v1 situation, but I think Vandafish can easily win this one, especially with no HP onto the mid laner, and gets the shutdown. GTT still alive.
Yeah, VC lose a sprawling team fight around the GTT base, but they break open those Nexus turrets and leave that Nexus exposed. Excuse me. Could be the backdoor attempt here from Rated R20. It's also just much easier for them to push to win now, and GTT or VC are very much on the back foot. GTT are very much on the back foot. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I mean, both sides making this game 3 super exciting. Plays across the board. That was a really good flank by Ethan, I have to say. Trying to corral the enemy team back. But unfortunately, we do have still one dragon fight possibly. It could be the one that ends the game. We'll see if one team gets wiped out. Both teams are posturing. The teleport is coming in from Alpha. here in this jungle. Istana is here as well. Only Nar is not around, but he has his rage bar almost up. I'm assuming he wants to have that up before the team fight breaks out. And he said, wait, BC, they're trying to go for a play there in the mid lane, trying to stop the dragon fight from happening. Someone has to defend, otherwise the game could end.
The game could end. The Nexus is exposed. It only takes so many hits, right? There's nothing really defending it. But they rotate back on the dragon.
Oh, they gave them the ring around the rosy. BC pushes the wave in. They know it's a very vulnerable situation for them in the mid lane, and they do get the third dragon for themselves. That's Soul Infernal point. We are going the distance here in this game 3. Instead of going for the Baron, which will be up in around 45 seconds, looks like they just want to go for a team fight and end here. They do have a lot of gold in their hands.
They certainly do, and they could win that team fight here, Miles. Keep in mind, Rated R20 has that ultimate available and can use that.
Fnatic Death Rush might happen. The death sentence goes wide, not really landing on anyone, and it's a game of wits. It's a game of who makes the first mistake in this late game scenario. No one can afford to be caught out of position right now on either side. Otherwise, that could be the end of this series. Oh wait! No, Terminators, he's get caught out. He gets deleted. No. Speak of the devil right there, and he shall appear. Now the Baron is free, the support is gone, and it looks like they will have to give this up. GTT. Vando, he might be able to get the steal. It'll be up to him. Tries to go for it. He gets charmed. He gets stunned up. I don't think he'll be able to go for it. He goes for the flash. The Umbro trespass in. They stop hitting the Baron right now just in case. Because they open for the backup, but don't think they're going to be going for it. And blue team VC manages to get the Baron for themselves. Rated R with the smite. They did a good job zoning off the enemy jungler there.
They really did, and the game seems to be coming to a close. This Baron is picked up now by VC, and they're pushing down this mid lane.
Yeah,
it's just my balls and your balls that takes a reset, and now he's teleporting.
Yeah, there we go. Item already taken. It's going to be the Abysmal Mask. If I recall correctly, Ethan, it's better charm. Will decide to go in is the question. Vanity the fish. No one gets caught by the death sentence. It's unstoppable coming in from the Bolivar, but that's a lot of damage. TK, the law is completely safe. He's just absolutely free to do so much damage. The bastard shot comes in, knocking them back. Ungo Burr. He's the only one left along with Myopia, and I think this will be too much for GT to handle. Viticulture Club. They take the team fight win. The stopwatch is only going to stop the inevitable. It's not going to stop the inevitable, rather. And in the end, Viticulture Cab, rather, they are the ones taking this series 2-1.
It was good stuff there for VC to finally take this series in pretty convincing fashion there, especially there in that last game. But I had so much fun watching this team in their objective control, really trying to get advantages wherever they could. Right, they got so many of these dragons and so many of the Rift Heralds as well, but. It seemed like finally in that last game, the GTT were able to find their groove and try to get some of those objectives back. It was just a little too late.
I definitely agree there. Looking at the damage graph, it is going to be Alpha who did the most damage on the team. Definitely typical on the Victor, but yeah, going back to what you said, it was just, well, VC were the better team today. I would just put it that way. The way they were able to play together was very impressive. I'm looking forward to seeing them in the rest of the tournament.
I am as well. Had a lot of fun today on Risen Premade Unstoppable, and I don't know about you, Miles, but looking forward to the rest of the season.
Yeah, same. We'll be watching. Hopefully we can cast more games, but for now, that will be it for us. So for me, Axeman, Brian, and the broadcast crew, and everyone on the staff in Risen, thank you. Also to our viewers, thank you for watching these games with us. Wouldn't be having this show without you guys. Also, shout out to Rando Joe for giving me this job. Appreciate it, man. Anyway, we'll be ending here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.